Testing 1 2 3. Is there a way for me to do that? Hello. If there's anyone in the chat, hi. Can you guys tell me if my audio is echoing, or you can hear me, two of me? So I can't tell if my mic's muted or not. Testing 1 2 3. Does that sound better? Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Alright, I gotta listen to it on YouTube. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta test this. Because that happened earlier, and I was like, bro, I messed up bad. Okay, so I think we're good. I just need to raise... You guys can't hear me, can you? Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Come on, stream. Catch up. Catch up. I don't have all day. Wait, what happened? Oh, that's weird. Alright, it sounds better. Yeah, that sounds better. I just can't... My mic is like... I can't hold it in place. It's flippity floppity. It's gonna flare around like a... Well, you know. So I'm gonna try to talk over here where my microphone is. Try to do what I can here. All right, so okay, I'm gonna work with that right now. All right, sorry about the thing. All right, so we're gonna look at same thing again. Hi. Waiting for some people to get in here. Trying to share it on people's thing, and I got Discord. I'm waiting for some people to join me. Yes, you can. He should be able to join because I have it on a thing. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna have to invite him. Hold on. I'm getting a special guest in here. Where'd it go? Get somebody else in here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Should I just like keep playing it? Can I put it on loop? Autoplay is on? No, off. Autoplay is off. Playback speed. We're gonna put on 0.5. Is there a way to loop it? Oh, nope. Maybe we shouldn't do playback speed on... We'll just do it on normal. Let's just get this. Alright, we're gonna pause it there. I'm trying to get Ryan in here. Yeah, I'll just move rooms. I apologize for the inconvenience. I just got chat over here. I want to have that on the screen as well. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. Hey, how's it going? What a crazy day we're having. What a crazy day. I gotta get the Facebook page open too, because there's some news going on. Messenger, nope. Notifications.
Dude.
I know, man. Hey.
Dude.
I know.
Dude.
Bro.
Dude.
I don't...
I haven't been able to exclaim myself today because I've been around my 4-year-old all day.
Oh, yeah.
But what you did earlier during the day was pretty much how I felt on the inside, you know?
Oh, no, I can imagine. Bro, can I zoom in on these? It just gets more pixelated. This guy is a troll right now.
Is that the only photo that was
Yeah.
shown?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He commented on one of my posts. And he's like, "This is just the beginning." And,
oh yeah, well I imagine so. I mean,
but like no, but like I don't imagine so.
It's
like,
crazy.
It is. It's that's why for me right now I'm like I'm like off the high right now, and I'm just trying to critically think of like,
well,
why now?
We'll get into critical thinking in less than an hour on my Twitch show.
Yeah.
So, and actually, what I've done, I've downloaded that photo, and so I have it set up to be on my live stream. I've actually bootlegged the trailer, in a sense.
I mean, that's
I downloaded it. Yeah, I downloaded it, added it, and rendered it. So I have all this information set up and then some for us to go through tonight. And so I'm just getting that set up. But yeah, how's everybody feel there in YouTube land? I don't know if they can hear me.
No, they can definitely. They should be able to absolutely hear you.
I currently have. I mean, I'm watching your stream, but I currently have it on mute so I can hear you and hear myself.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's just it's a lot of stuff to get together because this just came out of nowhere, pretty much absolutely nowhere. I had no clue whatsoever. But this explains why Craig Van Nessa hasn't like been around publicly for like a year.
Well, here's the thing though. I'm coming into the Heroscape community essentially for the first time because when I was making my rounds as a kid, it was still kind of going on. So, and the internet for me didn't really exist. So, yeah, I don't know any information about the community. I don't know who makes it.
It's going to be fun to read and break down what's been posted on Heroscapers.com as well. And
I mean, also the find stuff because it is very difficult to find stuff, and I have been able to try to learn it a bit more over time.
Right.
So if you got articles for us to read, I can't wait because
I think it's the same stuff we've already seen, but like I said, we're just going to go through it. You know, kind of take our time with it and just break down. I'm gonna have not only you, Joe, if you're gonna join us for a live stream. I'm gonna have should be other people joining us.
Wherever channel we're gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna be live too. So
right, okay.
Wherever they want, wherever the community wants to be, we are here talking about the game.
Right. Oh,
you know,
by the way, whoever's watching Joe Crazy's live stream probably don't know who I am. That'd probably be a good time to introduce.
How could they not know? How could they not know?
Some might not, but anyway, I'm Ryan, Tales of Valhalla. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight? It's just insane.
I mean, it sounds like they can hear you. Sounds like they're excited.
Oh my gosh. It's just... Hey. Anyway, yes, by all means, watch Joe Crazy's live stream, but I will be live streaming on Twitch at around 9:30, so about 45 minutes from now. We will have that on, and I'm gonna have myself a panel. I did like this afternoon. I went like like, Heroscapers, assemble! And I made that call out to a bunch of various people that I know that might not have any information, but might have a strong opinion. And that's all we're looking for tonight, is just opinion and just shock and put value to that. I'm sure we're going to get everything that we're going to get later, but yes, it's just going to be
These are not
just
even like
absolutely
plastic
crazy.
bases. These are brand new bases on these figures too.
What for the
The models, yeah.
oh, slightly. I mean, those could be just.
I mean, look, they could all be. This is all prototype, I presume.
Yeah, they could be prototype.
Yeah,
That's what I'm guessing. They prototype, but they look like they're painted. So, I know there was some speculation on like that intro teaser, since those miniatures weren't painted, that it's possibly won't be painted. I'm willing to bet that everything's going to be painted, because that's what they did last time.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're going to do this time. And as a filmmaker, and as yourself, Joe, as a filmmaker, there's things I want to break down in that teaser that I could be right, but I could possibly be very, very wrong about it. But there's just some things based on my perspective that I've seen that I want to point out as well. That I mean, this might technically be just a digital scan. This might all be just CGI.
I mean,
just digitally scanned.
Yes.
That would make for a smoother transition type of video, or it could be a mix of both as well. It just depends on what was easier to do or what they wanted to do. I don't know who the media director is in charge of this.
No idea.
Although
yeah.
I'd love to get to know, though.
No, of course. No, of course. I mean, obviously. I mean, yeah. I presume these realistically, these all probably 3D models. They either rush this out.
Hey, there's Zorlof's on the channel. He's commenting.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Zorlof, Ken, how's it going? Hey. So yes, us speculation. Are we getting warm or are we getting cold? I don't know how much you know about this. I assume you're a little bit in the know. But any speculation here? Are we getting warm? Are we cold? Or can you not tell us?
You probably can't tell us. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Like, they're not going to tell us anything until they want to tell us things.
I know.
That's why we're doing this. We're speculating and we're predicting so that they can laugh in their chair and be like, hee, we got him, you know?
It's good to hear from him. I've actually, I've communicated with Zorloff like a long time ago, but we haven't traded emails for a while, so it's good to hear from him, at least, via the chat. And I hope that we can send emails in the future, because it'd be fun to know some of what's going on. He's like, going good, can't say much. I love listening. Great. Well, you're in for an earful tonight, buddy. I can tell you that right now.
I want to type in.
Oy. Wow.
I don't understand why there isn't like a website. I mean, there's a Reddit page.
I know. I looked on Avalon, like.
Yeah, the game's not even on their website either.
They got nothing. There's no info right now. So this is just
I didn't realize they did Risk Legacy. Because my game group, we played. That was the first game that we played. Coming back together to do game nights before we played Heroscape. And I love that game, so.
Well, one thing I like, and I'm going to mention this when we go live as well, because Ken Zorloff is just saying, what I can say is that Heroscape's post was very true. You guys keeping the flame lit made this possible. Yeah, that's one thing I want to point out too. No matter how small, you and me, Joe, because one of the main reasons that I started Tales of Valhalla was in some way to get some people inspired to get this game back running again. Even though it was a very slim hope, and it probably wasn't even the reason. At least we can say, even if it was the tiniest bit of a reason, at least it was a tiny bit of a reason why this game is back online. And that makes all the work, all the sleepless nights, all the content creation that I did so darn worth it. So darn worth it.
No, for sure. No, absolutely. I mean, the game, the game's perfect. The fact that nobody knows about it pisses me off, and that's where I'm like, when I came back to play the game, and I figured, all right, it's 2017, 2016. There's the internet. Let me look it up. Typed it in. Yeah. Nothing. Like barely anything. And in my mind, I'm like, how? I mean, and I would see, like, I would go on YouTube and I would see, like, there was nobody posting anymore. It was, like, gone. It was dead, other than Sir Heroscape. And I'm like, bro, that's incredible. That's insane. How? And I figured I had to step in the ring. I have some film knowledge. I have a vision. Let's get it done.
Darn right.
And, I mean, it's true. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, thank you, Ken. Thank you so much. Sebastian in the chat, thank you. H.S. Diora, thank you. Balls of Doom, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously, wow.
But, no matter how small of a thing that we think we are contributing to something. I mean, with you telling a wonderful story and putting on all this work to do stop motion, and for...
Well, I know a handful of people that come across Tales of Valhalla, have never heard of Heroscape before, started watching Tales of Valhalla, and now they want to know everything they want to know about Heroscape. They're getting Heroscape for their kids. Now, this is just going to just blow it even wider, because now we can actually say there's more official stuff coming out through Avalon Hill. And Avalon Hill is a really good gaming company. I used to review back in the day some of the games that they would produce, and yeah, that just makes me like really look forward to it a lot. So, and it's being held by Craig Van Ness, which is, I mean, that gives me ultra confidence right there. I mean, my main thing is to just please don't screw it up. I
don't think it's on their part. They're the creative side.
Right.
I'm more concerned about Hasbro and Avalon doing the production side. Now, obviously, my biggest theory right now is based on their website and how they've done games. Obviously, Heroscape is very different than all of this, to my knowledge. Very different. So I also just believe that they might just be doing, here's a master set, and then that's it. And then call it a day. Kind of give it like the cap on, finish off whatever stories we have, and just kind of like, here's the last big hurrah for you guys, Heroscapers. This is a present for you guys. Thank you so much. Good night. But if it does well, though, if it does a lot better than expected,
right? It could be
then yeah, we'll probably get maybe expansion packs and more, whatever. Because I mean, I really do believe that in today's age, this will work if done appropriately. So we got some more people in here. Max, hello, Mr. Hscape. Then wait, hold the phone. What? This guy? Mr. He's alive? Hscape. Oh my god!
Welcome.
Hello. HS Diora says, just discovered something. The photo definitely doesn't show all the minis in the set. I mean, yeah, they're all heroes. Yeah. I don't see any squads, so definitely we're missing out on some things.
That's one thing I noted too in the teaser. There's heroes, no squads.
Well, so. There's a creature in the back, and I will go back. We're still in the early stages of this stream.
Right.
There is a figure in the back there with a ton of tentacles that is not in the trailer lineup here, so that's exciting.
Just look at that dragon-like thing.
Is there anything tall? I mean, I don't think anyone is taller than that. That's the biggest model I've ever seen.
Yeah, that just blows my mind.
I mean, biggest model for Heroscape, because I mean, Warhammer has some really big stuff there.
Yeah.
But as of Heroscape, I mean, I don't even think the French guy.
Were you trying to imagine, like in the silhouettes of the teaser, you were trying to imagine what faction that each one was?
Oh, I mean, that would be that's well, I mean, Dragon's thinking, right?
Part of me is thinking, what if there's a new faction that they...
Bro! I didn't even think of that. But maybe.
What if there's a new faction they release?
But like honestly, though, I think either doing like if that dragon. I mean, I'm more curious about the dragon because it's the centerpiece. I'm more rather focused on the centerpiece being Aquila. I would love to see if this is all just Aquila.
Yeah, but Sebastian's asking, are you tired of Morrow? Never.
What?
Never.
Whoa.
Never tired of Morrow. Never ever
First
tired
of all,
of Morrow. No.
Look at this guy over here. Are you tired of Morrow? I just played 4 days, 24 games worth of Morrow, and I think I love them even more.
Making a good point, though. Making a good point. I love some more Aquila and Valkyrie. Absolutely agree.
Valkyrie, yeah.
If some of these are Valkyrie, absolutely. Hallelujah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, look. It's what the game is lacking right now. So having more new characters to fill those gaps, to fill out that rest. That's what I'm saying. That's why it feels like Age of Annihilation sounds like the end of something. You know,
the beginning of something.
So I mean, is this? I mean, think about it, Ryan. Think about it. I mean, you're the world that you're building right now in Valhalla. It's about to be destroyed. I mean, look at that trailer. I mean, look at that. I mean,
know, like I said. This might totally change.
It's all burnt away. It's gone.
Are going to be, or it might fall right in line with how
maybe.
Although I do know one thing. I'll have to rewrite my synopsis for the show, kind of, because I start with, as we know, Heroscape was continued back in 2010. So we just basically build where the story leaves off. I'm gonna have to totally erase that and write something new. I have to say, well, this is. Poor Ryan. This will be a totally like a non-canon to now what's going to be canon. Right. So I'll have to reword everything. All my videos, because I post that disclaimer in all my videos, so I'll have to rewrite all of that. I just thought about that today too. I'm just like, oh my gosh, yep. But hey, you know what?
No, for sure. Absolutely. I just want to see if I can find anything else here. Yep, I can hear you.
Discord, as long as I'm still connected to you, that's fine. I'm just bringing my team together. My team.
Okay, so nothing updated on their Twitter yet. No release date. This trailer is 18 seconds long.
Sorry, I had to jump back on there because I messed myself up.
No information at all, honestly. We have an 18-second trailer, and we have this image. That's it. It's
enough. It's enough.
I mean, it is. It is the spark. Keeps the heart pumping. I mean, bro, trying to collect my thoughts and figure out where to start first, and still hopefully leave up discussion, because we're still waiting for Jeremy to hop on. I don't know if Glenn's gonna hop on at all. I was gonna text him to see if he was available.
Who?
Glenn. Remember from ScapeCon, Glenn?
Oh, your friend. Oh,
My
your best friend.
Glenn,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. See, I'm making sure. I'm about to see. Okay, it's about almost 9 o'clock, and so what I'm gonna do, probably Joe.
Yeah.
In about like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. I'm
gonna hop off yours and then start getting mine set up and start getting people stuff and assembled, invited to a separate a chat that I'm going to build on Discord here.
Okay.
To get everybody. So you'll be invited. I don't know if you can separate your audio. You probably can from your Discord audio to the live stream one, but it'll be there. That'll be there.
Yeah,
so
I
hopefully
really
you can still.
I don't think you know how my stream works.
I have no idea how your stream works. That's why I'm speculating right now. Yeah, so
my voice is connected to the microphone that's in my room.
All right. So no worries then. Okay, I'm just letting
don't
you
worry
know.
about my audio. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I won't. Absolutely, dude. It's funny. One thing I'll say too.
Oh wait, they're saying that there's the Discord has some more information.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I guess obvious stuff, because HS Dora says that we have more information beyond the trailer in the Heroscapers Discord. The game is backwards compatible with the original release, for instance. I mean, since the chance that the original creators are heading the project, I would presume that. If it was somebody else, I would be scared if they would do that or not. I mean, there's a lot more to build on than to start brand new.
Right.
So I'm gonna see what I can find
knew
here.
more than likely it was gonna. Craig Van Ness is working on this, so he'd want to make everything compatible with this new stuff. So that was gonna be a no-brainer.
No more picks right now. Planning. This is it. We got this, and we got the trailer. That is it. That's all we have right now, and we're trying to see if there's any more that will come out. Maybe something will come out during the stream, but it is going to be, I think, a very busy week. Other than the fact that I'm also trying to move out of my room, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're moving, dude. It's
yeah,
like all this has to happen right now.
I know.
Oy. It's
I guess Generalscape. I can look. Problem with Discord, it's all over the place. There isn't like a where am I looking?
Hello.
I think
Jeremy, hey buddy.
Jeremy's on board. Hello, Jeremy. Jeremy, introduce yourself, my friend.
Give me just a second, make sure everything. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so it is I, Croton, Majora's Incarnation, several names, yes, I'll call it. I'm here to hype with everybody because we are all just through the moon.
It's incredible.
This is just like unprecedented level of just absolute awesomeness. I don't even know, like, yeah, I don't have a lot of words for it, but I've been posting everywhere I can, so. Oh goodness. But yep, it is I. Obsessed with lore guy. Where are we at?
Here we are. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm gonna text Ben real quick because he has not.
Okay, I'm gonna put something on the screen here. If I can try to enlarge this for all the information. This is on the Discord page. Oh my god, the print's still really small. I can't enlarge it. Shoot, let me see if I can. Second edition is here. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. New website here. Second edition is here. Okay, some speculation from Mega Silver. This is crazier than Toby and Spider-Man. I mean, this really is. This is crazier than Toby and Spider-Man. No, it definitely is. I wonder if the bases are like that. This is an unfinished product. No, I presume so. Yeah, if we look back at this image, the bases are not Classicscape bases.
Right.
So
this might change though. So
yeah, right, and
like
that's what Mr.
Stamp
Scape is saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also hope that the minis come painted, but my painting skills haven't improved over the years. No, I presume that if they want to continue that, my fear, obviously looking at this trailer and seeing these, I would presume at this point 3D renders, are just that 3D renders. But my fear at the time was that they might have to go the Warhammer route and have you building and painting all the figures and stuff. And for me, like I can do it, and also I have a good friend that likes to paint, even though he doesn't need to paint more because he already does Warhammer and any customs for me. So and for all of us really. But if these are come painted like this, I mean this is phenomenal. Obviously the price is going to be most likely the like how are they going to do that. But as soon as they put up a maybe an Etsy page or something on the website, like any way to pre-order, like it's done.
Take my money.
Take my money. Take it.
Take my money
Take
times
it,
3.
like
take my money times 3. Couple of the Aerial Knight. What do you mean the Aerial Knight? What are you talking about?
Couple of my
Aerial Knight.
I presume he's one of the
are you involved,
designers.
Are you involved with it?
This is nuts.
Let us in the know. See, we're having people that have designed this thing.
I mean, they're there at the convention, I presume, or maybe at home because they couldn't available go, and they're like looking online, like they're typing in the YouTube and like Heroscape, who's talking about it? We're here. We're the fans. We're here talking about it.
I'm gonna be talking about it in about a half hour on Twitch.
Look. Everything I see here looks absolutely amazing, but I want to know more information about that 4-armed guy over there. Is he a pirate? Is he an alien pirate? Like, what is that guy? Is he a bug creature? Well, I want to know.
So here's my random prediction. Now I can't confirm this anyway.
Well, obviously, because it's a prediction, Jeremy.
Right.
What is your prediction? Tell me.
So does anyone remember the original webisode, like the first webisode to come out, like when Heroscape
Not
was
by
first
heart, but I can pull it up.
Yeah. So in the first webisode, there's a ton of alien species that were introduced in the webisode but never became official units.
Really?
And don't quote me on it, but I think there was a 4-armed alien there because I remember seeing like various species of aliens that were being summoned, but they never ever brought them into actual Heroscape. So I wonder if that's what they're trying to do, is go back to the roots and they're grabbing some of the character concepts that they've never been able to release in the past. Because there was that heavy focus on the Morrow, and then things like that, and then of course when the discontinuation happened, they were focusing on D&D stuff. So these, I want to say these are probably like OG characters. There's a possibility. But yeah, the webisode, if you look really cool, the original webisode, during the fight scene, there's a bunch of aliens. Like after all these,
I wish Deathwalker was actually that big.
Right, he's supposed to be. Yeah, so head back to the summoning sequence right there.
Sky Knight. What's Sky Knight?
Sky Knight is one of the guys that is heading the project.
Okay. Is that?
You get I think it's a little bit like halfway into the series or the show, the episode. They show a bunch of different alien species.
I think Joe.
I don't know what this alien, this aqua character is. I don't know who that is.
I honestly think this is gonna go beyond just one set release. I think Avalon Hill is gonna probably do the best to market this, and they obviously want to make money off this, and they're absolutely certain that they probably are going to make money on this. So this might go for a time. We might have a good run with this, and yes, and if that's what I'm thinking, then yeah, bring it on.
I mean, this is like Heroscape discontinued pre-social media burst,
right?
Content creation burst. So like they're bringing the series back at a point where like everybody has a platform in some form or another. So not only can they market it in their traditional methods, if they do decide, bring commercials and stuff like every single one of us is going to be talking about it. Like I hope to expect at some point, I would love to see Heroscape trending like the topic of Heroscape trending. We
Yeah,
gotta
like
keep talking
legit,
about
like
it takes 1,000 tweets. I've done this. I've seen the math. It takes 1,000 tweets to get something trending. So y'all out there, start talking about it. Start posting it. Start sharing everything, and then get this trending so Avalon Hill can see that this is worth their effort. We gotta.
Well,
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
they're seeing it.
Like,
Have you looked at Avalon Hill's Twitter post
Oh, it's already
of that
exploding.
video?
Yeah.
It already is exploding. You look at anything else they've posted in the past like month or two, nowhere close to how this is exploding. Nowhere
I mean, look,
close.
I mean, exploding for me, like I guess because I pay attention to a lot of games and movies. You know, we're talking in like the tens of thousands, you know, whatever. But I guess 300 likes on their page, I guess, is a lot more, and 159 retweets.
That'll get their attention.
I would hope,
because this is just the first few hours.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
We're sitting at 9,000 views for the trailer preview.
9,000? That's awesome.
9,000 views.
Oh wait, I have to refresh it because it's saying for me it's 2,000.
I agree with Sebastian, the Aerial Knight.
It's still saying 2,000 for me.
Thank you everybody who is involved in the process of this. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job, and you've already thought over everything that has needed to be thought over. And right now we're just talking. We're thinking probably everything you guys thought about for the past year or however long this has taken to make, whatever the pre-production part was. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Man, can you imagine? Like, I wonder, did anyone who knew this was happening, were they at ScapeCon? Like, imagine, like,
I'm sure there.
I mean, I'm sure the creators are. I mean, who was the guy that posted this one image?
Because I'm imagining somebody at ScapeCon just like not being able to say anything.
Christopher Nadeau. He is a wait, hold on. Let me just click on his name. We'll figure out who he is. Senior Director, Product Development Lead at Avalon Hill. So, yeah, top dog there. Posted the picture with the models on it, which... Could we get close-ups? I mean, it's 2022. We can get some close-ups. Got some really good lenses on. I know about phones. They got good lenses. We can get there.
Man, I wish we should have got Gen Con tickets.
I mean, but that's, I feel like that's such happenstance, right? 2 years ago,
there was no way we could have planned.
No.
2 years ago, Gen Con, or at least I should say 3 or 4 years ago, you know, Heroscape was at Gen Con, and they were slowly being, you know, pushed out, because nobody was kind of doing it, you know, going to the events or whatever. And that's when they were like, oh, let's do ScapeCon, and like, that's great. One, let's keep it that way, because I love that involvement. But, you know, with this, though, it's like, what do you do? I mean, they have to come to ScapeCon 3, right? They gotta.
Right.
Come to ScapeCon. Well, by the time ScapeCon 3 comes around, I'm sure something will be released.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, my prediction, my top tier prediction, that they're probably trying to aim for some kind of Christmas release.
Yeah, I mean, it's the easiest way to market something like this.
You know, but I mean, I don't even know how they're going about, you know, for selling it. If there's just going to be a website only, will it come to stores? I don't think it's going to go to stores at all at this point. I don't think that's the right way of doing this.
Probably. Anyway, Joe?
Yeah.
I am gonna get off here and start assembling. So Jeremy, Joe, you guys will get invites soon for a separate chat here on Discord.
Gotcha.
If you don't mind me leaving a link in your chat on your
Go
YouTube.
ahead. If anyone wants to head over and check out Ryan on Twitch.
Anybody watching around 9:30 Eastern in about let's say 20 minutes or so.
That would be I'm going to be doing
I'm going to be live streaming on my Twitch page. I'm going to leave a link in the comments section.
Excellent.
And all y'all can join us there. And I have a couple more people on talking about this as well. And we'll just keep on having this discussion. So
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Awesome. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit, Ryan.
All right. Sounds good. Talk to you guys soon.
All right, I'm trying to catch up on some of these live chat here. I've never had to say that sentence. So yeah, so we got Sky Knight in here. I guess one of the designers. There was another gentleman in here too that said that he had. Oh no, it's the same guy. A couple of designs. He said he's a designer. Let's see. It said Mr. Hscape is here. Sebastian, I think he's newer to the channel, so welcome. Matt Kress is here. Woo! Sup, Matt? How's it going? Good to see you. No Plan Painting says, I'm just guessing a master set and a few add-ons like terrain packs, Tundra Forest, a few boosters sets. I don't see this going another 13 waves, but I want that. Yeah, I mean, my prediction, my little prediction is based on Avalon's track record, all depending on how well this does, is they're going to put out a master set, and just sell the master set. And we'll see how they do. I don't know honestly, if they have more planned, that's fantastic. Truly, I am shocked. Because I just, I don't want to downplay anything, but I'm like, literally no one is talking about this game other than a few of us.
It was just, it was the whole thing was, I mean, and I told people and I was like honest about it and I felt bad too. It was like, I stopped playing for a while.
Yeah.
And then, initially going to ScapeCon got me all energized back into it.
Going, man?
And
no,
then,
for sure.
And then literally 2 weeks later, this gets announced and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, we just got back from ScapeCon too.
Just got back from ScapeCon.
And we're like, bro, we got a lot of content to talk about. I mean, there's so much old Heroscape news that's new to me that I want to make content on.
But now
and then we're just going to drop this load in front of me? Bro! Like, I don't have enough going on right now.
Right?
I'm moving this week. I gotta take my entire setup and move it to a new location. I'm like I'm not doing any editing this week. I gotta empty out shelves and stuff. So, luckily I have a lot of things in place that I can just, quickly, set up a stream. But, bro, Sebastian says, I saw Sir Heroscape interviewing Craig, and he'd consider making a Hunger Games Harry Potter related Heroscape. I mean, look, I think that's another way of, I'm sure, I don't know if this is exactly where you were going with this, but look, just like how there is, trying the words I'm trying to say, if they go a certain route with this, essentially what they have with Heroscape, the lore of Heroscape, they can bring in whatever they want. Mm-hmm. Whatever, if Jandar, Ukar, Vidar, any of those Drendos say, hey, we want Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey, we want Mario. Like, that's never gonna happen. But because we already see it with the custom community. They're like, hey, there's a Monopoly set. Let's make Mario Kart. And they're like, great, let's do that. So I mean, and of course there's Marvel, and maybe hopefully official stuff will get in on this and say, hey, we like to sell toys too. Let's do a collaboration with Heroscape. Bro! Easy collaborations, which was the word I was looking for. Collaborations was the word I was looking for. Let's see here. Sorry, I heard I couldn't make it. Excitement is insane, Cody. EscapeCon 2. Yeah, huge crowd at EscapeCon 2, absolutely. Voltron, yeah. Voltron is would be a lot of work because of all the different minor figures. There's a gentleman in here, a friend of mine, Manny, from my film careers. I've worked with him before. So just to explain a little bit to you, Manny, if you're still here, I assume you're still here. Heroscape is a wargaming strategy game where you collect the figures, you collect terrain, as you can see here on the image. You build whatever map you want. You set up your figures. You have these awesome cards, which collectively I have here on the board. These are what Heroscape cards look like. I mean, these are custom units that I'm printing out cards for, but these are what cards look like. So there is a you know, and then you move the characters around the board. You roll dice. You fight. So it's incredible. It's a very simple, easy game to play. Truly is. The designers have done a great job to make a process for people to hop in and play. I've taught a lot of people the game, and they've been able to catch into it real quick. Sky Knight is saying, some of my very close friends are old school scapers. The gag order sucked as I couldn't tell them a thing. They would even talk about a possible release of Scape, and I would have to bite my lip. I mean, sure. I mean, yeah.
The NDA would have killed me.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, I appreciate it, Manny. I appreciate it. I do. I mean, look, I grew up with this, and I remember getting this for Christmas and my birthday when I was younger, and I loved every minute of playing. I had no idea how to play as well. I played with the basic game, and it wasn't until years later that I came back to it and fell in love with it and got into it so deeply. Even though I still don't know the lore, so that's where you come in, Jeremy.
I got you.
So we need like a full story time at some point.
Yeah. I will talk your ear off about Heroscape lore any day.
Yeah, I look forward to it, truly. But I also, hopefully we can find information tonight about the lore about the game of Heroscape and everything around and outside of its own universe. Because a lot of people, I'm just unaware of the story and what happened and how it came to be, and you know, or knowing of who made this, who is possible for this glorious invention of this game. I'm just not aware of it. I don't know where to find that story. If we can find it somewhere, that's great. Dan the Burger Man said, this is so cool. The OG system was so ahead of its time. Glad it's getting some new light. I mean, yeah, it is ahead of its time. It's still going. You don't have to change a thing. The wording is, the language that is in that game is perfect. It taught me actually the English language. I had no idea what the word adjacent was, because I'm an idiot. And it taught me a word. I don't think a video game could even teach me a word before. This is phenomenal. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't seen it, we'll play it right now. The 18-second trailer that we got is
18 seconds. 9,000 views on 18 seconds.
I mean, what I will say, I mean, 3 of those seconds are actually a black screen, to be honest.
I know, right? We're just skipping ahead.
This is more than what any board game could ever really get, honestly.
Oh my god, I just went back. It's 11.5k views right now.
Why when I refresh, it only says 2,000 something.
That's weird.
Are you on the Avalon Hill Heroscape teaser? On Hasbro?
On Twitter. On the
on the Twitter. Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Twitter app. Yeah, I don't think not on the YouTube itself, but on Twitter it's been seen 11.5k times. So
is that not refreshing either? How am I not seeing that? I don't see those numbers.
Oh shoot.
This is nuts. Compendium. Ken says there's a compendium doc. Where do I find the compendium doc? Let's go find it.
Oh, I got you. I know where that is. I know where that is. Hang on.
Forms.
Downloads.
We're gonna go to.
Here you go. Can I post links in your chat? I don't want to like.
Yeah, no, you can do that.
Here's the compendium.
No, I didn't make an overhaul rulebook. I want to make an overhaul rulebook, but I don't know if that's needed now. I mean, it might still be needed, honestly. I think it still might be needed because there is a lot of rulebooks, including this new one that will come out, and I want to be able to just combine them into one PDF file for people to download and or print out. So I'm it's something that I still kind of want. I still want to work on. Hopefully, there won't be any issues with doing something like that.
I can't believe I just did the edit for the Wikipedia. Like, I can't believe I get to edit the Wikipedia again.
Yeah, please, gentle, people of Heroscape, please let Jeremy write a book. For the love of God, get him to write a book.
Oh Lord.
He was talking to me for 4 days straight about the lore, and he needs to write. This man needs to put his fingertips on keyboards and writing and typing a story. Please.
Anything. I'll even do the characters that no one wants to talk about. Like, I'll just give me something to write about.
Yeah. Do a story about the Mesodemons.
Oh gosh. Well, okay. So the Mesodemons have a lore because it's a D&D unit. So they got like
so
all
that's
that
all right.
stuff.
So it's already done already. All right. Well, I mean,
all the D&D
how do
stuff
they get to
is
Valhalla? How about that? There's that story.
Shoot. They never really wrote that out, but I know it's Val Krill's fault. So.
Oh, okay.
Val Krill, when he got his magic powers, when he started summoning, he immediately summoned demons, which I mean tells you a lot about his character. But
oh, where did you put the compendium?
I posted it in your Discord and the voice or in the top chat, in your YouTube chat. Heck yeah, appreciate that, Sebastian.
I have to download it. Okay.
All right. Well, let's see.
Version 4. Let's see what else are we here. Man, there's a lot of people here. Dan the Burger Man says most 40K players still don't know what the word adjacent means.
I learned the word adjacent from Heroscape.
That's funny.
I can't believe it. I'm just like, out of all the results possible coming home from Escape Con, I did not expect new Escape. That was not. I didn't write that down in my, what's it called?
Whoa.
Bingo list for 2022.
Dude, how big is this?
It's a big file.
36 artifacts.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yo.
See, now that Heroscape's back on the conversation board, I have lots of questions for Craig Van Ness I need to get answered. I need to find a way to get these answered. I might start pestering.
Oh, these are just individual stories about each of the characters.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a compendium of everything written about the game.
Maybe I don't know what a compendium is. Compendium. I don't know what a compendium is. Is that what this is? Just compendiums are just like...
Yeah, it's a documentation of everything that's been written for the game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have like
all
locations, they have battles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there isn't like a one like Spark Notes story,
No, not yet.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
Okay. Wow, it's a lot to read here. Wow, this is
that's
fantastic.
Everything. If you want to get into everything Heroscape related, that's what that is for.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta save this. That's great.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I wish I can't remember the name. The artist that was behind the drawings and stuff did a really good job with that. The depiction, all everything.
Wow, this is really awesome.
Oh, I can't type.
Chicago, city where Deadeye Dan was educated. What? Wow, I can't wait to bring that up with everybody. Hey guys, I'm going to use Deadeye Dan today. He was educated in Chicago. He has a PhD. Like, he doesn't. I don't know what he has, but he was educated in Chicago.
Yep.
This is wild. This is really cool. I am so glad that this was brought to my attention. But for the time being, let's see. Okay, so there's this. Oh wait, so the Discord. There is information on the Discord. That's what I was coming to look for. Okay. This thread was made. What is this? There's confirmation that the 1.0 models are compatible. The question / disclaimer should just be on the backwards / forwards part. I.e., if there are rule changes, can you use the new units with the old rules? Design team first rule was full compatibility. So yeah, so the game will be full compatibility, CV units all the way. So we'll still be able to do that. What is this? I'm not sure what this is. And then there's this image. So, okay. So we are up to date. There really isn't anything else other than the fact that, this is the image that we have to work off of, which I have over here anyway, in a bigger text here. So we have this image of the figures. We're going to go through all the line of the characters here and try to figure out maybe what general grabbed them. I'm thinking this guy over here, his name's Dave. I'm just going to throw out some names here. Dave, maybe. Carl over here with the hammer. I know you can't see my mouth. It's very small. I apologize. We got the I mean, look at the, first of all, I love this logo. Okay, this is the classic Scape logo, and then we come to this masterpiece.
That dragon is intimidating.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that S.
Right.
Oh yeah. But, bro, the wingspan on that dragon was literally, that caught my eye. And the first thing I was like, dude, that wingspan. I don't think there's a bigger unit in Heroscape. That looks like the biggest figure in Heroscape.
I think before that, it would have been Nilfheim, because Nilfheim had the worst wingspan to deal with. And yeah. I remember, like, at ScapeCon trying to move that thing around. So... That's so crazy. This is great.
This is insane.
I'm gonna jump on Ryan's
history
call.
Of the game or the characters. Let's see. So what do you think happens in this? Yeah, Matt. I'm trying to answer everyone's questions. So it seems like that. Steve, all the customs are still going to be all full access. Everything's going to be good. This game isn't changing anything. This is just a new master set to add on to everything else we already have. So it's not looks like it's not trying to change anything. Obviously, that's a big fear on all of us. But that has been confirmed for full compatibility. So all the custom units still good. We're still good on the custom units. I'm sure they won't stop either. I'm sure the custom units are still gonna go.
Yeah, I hope they continue because I mean it's really good work.
Yeah.
On all ends.
I mean, when another game dies, we just take those figures and make them for Heroscape. So we build on the death of others.
Right.
Let's see.
Right,
The Aerial Knight says Mr. Bistro, aka Jason Glassbrenner, now with plaid hat, did a lot of our writing. That's Jason Glassbrenner. Does that name sound familiar to you?
I know Mr. Bistro. I've seen that name plenty of times on the forums, I want to say, but yeah.
I will write that down somewhere so I can look it up later, because I feel like that's gonna disappear in the ethos of the chat at this point.
All right.
So I can.
Thanks
look
for
it up
stopping
later.
by, y'all.
Might be a good POC. What is POC? I don't know what POC stands for.
Point of contact? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Oh, maybe. Yeah. If you want to. Oh, for you to reach out to him about writing.
Oh, shoot. All right. Heard.
Yeah, that's we got it. We got there. It took us a minute, but we got there. Thank you, Sky Knight.
Big brain time.
Um.
Yeah, I absolutely like. I mean, the amount of content I've written for Heroscape, like just in all the websites and stuff, I would absolutely love to help if there's any way.
All right, Dan the Burger Man says, "Why is backwards compatibility important? Why would someone want to play the old game after the new one comes out?" Okay,
All the oldies.
To answer
All
that
those
question as simply as I can, Heroscape isn't a game that you just buy and you play with what they give you and just call it a day. Buying a master set for Heroscape is just the beginning. It isn't buying the board game Sorry and they give you everything you need to play the game. Imagine if you just play Sorry or just Monopoly. Imagine you playing, you know what, I don't know why I'm doing this. You play Heroscape and you buy more for the game to grow it. It isn't something that you just buy and just kind of like I'm falling apart here. I think I explained it the best the first time. You don't just buy a master set and then play with everything and then be done with it. There is a lot more there. You buy more characters for better army compositions with different play styles. You get different expansion sets for terrain, so you can experience snow and swamp and lava. There's other yes, Jorgen, I will also kick up the 4D, 3D, 3D, 3D3. I will do that. Don't worry about that. And so you go beyond what the first master set. At this point, this will be the 5th master set. I don't remember if they considered the I'm not sure if they considered the Marvel set a master set.
So Marvel was actually like a separate game because they're running like on a separate set of rules and point systems and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's like I don't know how to call it. It's like an extension of the Heroscape system, but for its own thing. Because I mean, you can still play with the Marvel characters in the OG Heroscape. It's just they're like overpowered.
Right.
So,
right.
But the idea was to play Marvel by itself, and then we were supposed to get expansions for that, but then that got canceled.
Yeah.
So, but we do have 3 master sets, there was Rise of Valkyrie, Swarm of Tomorrow, and then the Battle for the Underdark. So I think Age of Annihilation is going to be the 4th master set for classic Heroscape.
Okay.
If that's the vibes I'm getting from it, you know,
right?
We're still kind of in the dark because all we got was a trailer and an announcement.
We 18-second trailer and 1 image. I want to answer somebody real quick. Levy. I presume Levy. The person says, "Where can I find the Discord link? Want to be informed." So if you have a Discord already, I would just go to your search bar. If you're on home, find or start a conversation. Where do you want it to go? Just type in Heroscape Online. And then you'll see the little logo here. You click on that, and you can just join the community on that page. So to answer you that, it's very simple. It's Heroscapers Online. But you do have to sign up for Discord. I presume that you are familiar with Discord already, but if not, sign up. It's completely free, and you can join the Discord online, and you can look through all the general things and find lots of different information and lots of amazing, friendly community to point you in the right direction. Let's see. Matthew says all of the general is going to be the same. Yeah, I mean, look, everything. I don't think they're not rewriting anything. They're just adding more to what is already here. All the generals are here. I mean, look, the only thing that we're speculating on today, other than the figures, maybe they might come out with a new general. I think that would be pretty ballsy, to be honest.
They gotta finish the other ones.
That would be pretty ballsy. I think, if anything, to flesh out generals that we already have, like Valkyrie and Aquila.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody else, I mean, there's some Ular that's Ular is kind of light.
Vidar's light too.
Vidar is pretty light too. But I don't really see anything that would look like Vidar. I mean, then again, right. I look at Vidar as being future robots, that sort of thing, and a lot of here is very organic. I mean, there is this one woman here in a robe, looks like maybe a ninja with a gun. That she could be from the future too. She could be a robot, an android. But it's just so hard because if I zoom in anymore, it just gets really
they start
pixelated.
To blur out. Yeah.
So we haven't received any other more images for that. Got Nilf.
Yeah. I'm a jump over to Ryan's stream real quick.
All right, awesome. I'll jump over there in a second. I just want to try to go through as many questions.
Yeah, no, you're good, man.
Before the madness
Thanks
starts.
For,
yeah, you're
thanks
welcome. I'll talk to you in a bit. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, I got to go in the coming months. Expect some content from me. Thank you for all your hard work, Joey. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the work I've done. I really do. Thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does. Ken, thank you so much. I know you're probably gone at this point, but thank you, everybody so far for stopping in. Sebastian says, I have a lot of customs in my Hero Forge account. Pretty historical, though. Hey, that's great. Yeah, I mean, if you were able... I mean, that's pretty expensive if you're trying to make customs in there. In Hero Forge. I don't know how available that would be to, let's say, like, for this community to be like, oh, everyone, you have to go build my unit to play. That's going to be pretty tough. I think that would be pretty tough to do. But I think that's super awesome. That's super awesome. Is there any way to generate a nude Tane? Hi, Oregon. Dan, so is there an updated expansion on the original game? I have a bunch of expansions on top of the OG game. So this I presume, based on what we can see here, will be a brand new master set. As of right now, if you're familiar with, the whole lineup of expansions, I believe, and got the answer from Jeremy just before about the Marvel set not being really part of the game, but an expansion to the main game. This would be the 4th master set, which is huge. That's pretty awesome. Sky Knight, thank you so much, man, for coming in. I really do appreciate it. You're awesome. I'd love to know which figures you worked on. Hopefully, we can talk at some point about all of this. I'm so glad you don't have to bite your lip as much as you had to before. But thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that you stopped in. I really do. Um, let's see what else. Quilla is bae, yeah. Jorgen, real talk. It's great seeing your channel steady growing, bro. Yeah, it is. It is. It's really awesome. Matt, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I was so glad to finally meet you at ScapeCon. It was so glad to play against you. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, man. It's so great. Yeah, but yeah, Jorgen, thank you. It's so great to be able to walk into this community and feel accepted and be able to join and play with people that have the same passion as I do about the game, and being able at this point to continue with all of you with that excitement for a 4th master set with this trailer. By the way, if we need to play this again. 18 seconds is not long enough. I totally understand it. Not long enough. But holy moly, look at that logo! That logo is crazy right now. I love that logo. Yeah, 2 seconds is completely darkness, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with this lineup? I know earlier in the stream somebody pointed out there are characters here that are not here. To kind of talk about that real quick, it looks like this guy with this big sword starting from the left over here, this gentleman is not on the board. He is not on the board right now. Going back, this woman here, this figure here, the second figure. Oh, nope, we're going back. We gotta go back. This figure is on the board. She is right there. Like I said, she kind of looks like an android. I'm hoping that she's an android assassin. I don't think there's enough android assassins in the game, and I think that'd be really cool to see. But I'm gonna see. We're gonna continue going through this. There's a lot going on tonight. So we are gonna probably just hop into with Ryan. And talk with them. So don't go anywhere. Tune in right now. We're gonna hop in. Yeah, join call. We're gonna hop in right now.
Heroscape. And first, I saw his title saying Heroscape is back, and I thought he mistyped. I thought he meant to say Heroscape is back. I'm like, oh, he might be announcing something from ScapeCon or something, and showing some of his ScapeCon videos. And then it took I jumped on his live stream, and then it just took me a few seconds of realizing that he's reading something off Heroscapers.com that the game is back, and I'm like, oh snap!
Yeah, that just, I don't even know. They did a good job of keeping that stuff under wraps, because I heard nothing.
Yeah,
my first ever
nothing.
real result is today. What happened today. So
Positively nothing. I think Mr. Joe Crazy is coming on board. We'll get his reactions in a second. Although you should see the live stream video that Joe Crazy did earlier this afternoon. It's just it's how I felt on the inside, because I'm a very calm, phlegmatic type personality, so I don't tend to burst out with these types of things. But it's just totally how I felt, and even though audio quality is kind of on there, it's still, I'm like, Joe, that's the best video you ever made in your YouTube channel. It's just the passion, the energy is absolutely there. So for everybody watching, I hope all the audio is coming in. Let me know if it isn't, but because I got some background music going on in the background, and I hope that's not getting in the way of us talking, and that all of us sound good. It looks good, so hopefully we are good. And thank you, everybody. Anybody has any questions or any of the developers? Because I know there was some developers jumping in on Crazy's live stream on YouTube.
Okay,
of the game.
blowing my mind alone. That there are people.
Anybody watching this live stream, feel free to comment. We'll start peppering you with questions like crazy that you can't answer, but that's fine. That's just going to be one of those nights, you know. It's going to be wild. But thank you, everybody, for joining this live stream. All of us, I mean, I think out of all of us, I mean, Jeremy, I know you got like a background in lore. Jason, you have a background in just gaming and reviewing games, because I know I did a lot of podcasts with you way back in like 2004 through 2010. So I know you got some knowledge of the gaming industry itself. So it's great to have you on board. Joe Crazy, who he's trying to load in. I don't know what's happening.
I think it's because I'm already using my
Okay. Oh, your voice is there. That's fine. As long as
it might
your
be
voice is here.
I would well, Ryan, you don't. There's no air gap for me to fit in my voice. You just kept going. I couldn't fit in there. I was patiently waiting.
I was expecting you to pop up actually, and I was because I was waiting to see.
I think it's because it's because my camera is already being used for OBS.
That's fine.
So
that's fine. So yes, okay, Joe Crazy. Introduce yourself, my man.
Hi, I am Joe Crazy 3193. I make Heroscape content on YouTube. We just finished up Utz Cup, our big Heroscape tournament, and we are all here for. You know why we're here. I don't know why I'm repeating that. We all know why. This is insane.
Now, this is kind of being a redundant thing because we already have seen your reaction, but please tell us, because you or someone else that I actually sent you this information, and so this is how we know how you got the information from. But initial reaction, please.
Sure.
And try not to break the microphone.
Yeah, no. I'll be a lot more calmer now.
Right.
Even though I think it'll still be kind of wild. Anyway, so today I was actually I'm currently in the process of moving. I'm gonna be moving in with my girlfriend this week, and so I was heading out to come home so I can go to work. And I happened, you know what, I'm gonna check my phone. Oh, it looks like Ryan messaged me. Oh, let's see what he sent me. And he sent me the video from Sir Heroscape, and I'm like, Heroscape is back. And I go, okay, whatever you say, bro. And then I scroll to the next link of the Twitter page, and I'm like, okay, hold on. All right, I'm carrying stuff down. I'll get in my car. I'll take a look at it. And as soon as I watched the trailer, it kind of set in, and I had to call my girlfriend Jill right away, and I'm just ecstatic. I'm just like, I'm frozen in place in time. And I'm like, what do I do right now? I am an hour away from my home. I can't jump online right away to go react to this. I need to race home and jump online and talk about this. And luckily, there wasn't a lot of traffic. So we're good on the traffic.
Nobody to hit.
Yes. But was I late for work? Yes. But I think it was worth it for today. I think it was definitely worth it for today. Especially the fact that I am leaving on Saturday. That Saturday is my last day for that job. So, I mean, it's fine. So yeah, I'm still very ecstatic as to one, why now of all times is I think my biggest question. The fact that it's already been kind of a release, that we're doing a 4th master set, and doing predictions on what these characters are, what's going to come with it, what are we missing out on. I'm sure that's in the lineup for tonight. I'm speculating in my head of who these characters are. But yeah, I just don't know what to do with myself right now.
I don't know what to do with myself now either, except I do want to just shout out to some people commenting on here. And forgive me if I butcher names, but that's what I do. Of course, Gimply the Giant was commenting. Hello there. You have a question, we'll address that. see here. Jeremy, you're commenting on there. Habe 23247. How's it going? Mega Man Donor, Donor D, something like that. Welcome. I see your comments. Welcome to the stream. Anybody else want to comment? Anything? We'll try to do our best to shout out and answer any questions. And I'll address this first one from Gimli the Giant. Hopefully the miniatures will be painted. Do you think they'll come out with squads in the newest master sets? And me and Jason were actually talking about that a little bit before the stream. How Underdark, which was the last master set that was released before it was discontinued.
Bull?
Either had one or none squads
what is announced
whatsoever.
already exactly.
So, yeah, they
so
were working on
what
moving
we
away
have
from it, last I remember.
is an 18-second
so it might be possibly
trailer.
that it might be a bunch of heroes and maybe just one or two squads. They better have at least one squad.
Yeah,
because
New conversation.
you still would need your squads.
We still need that synergy.
And then about the painting, I honestly think that they will paint these things because I don't think they want to stray too far from what Heroscape was and what it is.
Okay, so this is the 18-second trailer that we were given today. I was sent that earlier today, and so any more information other than that is this image. This is on Facebook right now. A gentleman named of Christopher Nadiu. He is one of the creators or the designers. He's a senior director or somebody at Avalon. Avalon Hill is the company that is producing this. The original creators of the game, Craig Van Ness, is heading the project. He is in charge, or I guess he's creative design. There are characters here on this image, this board here, that are not in this trailer. There are characters here that are not on the board here. There is a lot missing here. The game is going to be backwards compatible, which I know sounds weird coming from a board game opposed to a video game, but that is wonderful news for us because we are essentially getting a fourth expansion set or a fourth master set that just builds on to whatever we already have. So if you have the original set, if you got all the expansions and stuff, this is just adding on. If you're into the Valhalla customs as much as I am, nothing is changing with that. We're still going to get Valhalla customs. Those are all still compatible with what we're getting in the near future. We don't have a date for this. My own prediction would be probably around Christmas time, probably an online release through Avalon Hill's website. There is nothing of information for the game on their website here for the new Heroscape Age of Annihilation. Nothing here. This is their game lines up. I didn't know they were part of making Risk Legacy, Hero Quest, Betrayal. They have a few other games here that they have created. So this is actually fantastic. But yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Right now, I'm actually participating in Tales of Valhalla. Really? I've heard there will be an interview with his. Wow, that's fantastic. That's truly fantastic. I hope I get to tune in for that. Do you know when? And where did you hear that news? But right now, I'm actually part of a conversation with Ryan, Tales of Valhalla. If you're familiar with that, so I'm gonna just jump back into their conversation and see what they're talking about.
Plastic miniatures not painted, plus a bunch of cardboard stuff, and so there's no even plastic gaming tiles that you get in Heroscape. And also, other classic game they released a while ago Fireball Island, which was an old school kids game. When that got re-released, that was like a $70-$80 price tag on that for, what is a basic and glorified kids game. So $100 is kind of the going rate for a boxed set, large scale board game right now.
Joe, I think you're back on.
Yes.
So first question was, where is it? Wait, wow, there's a few more questions actually. Okay, I skipped.
I'm sure there's a lot of questions.
Hopefully the miniatures will be painted. Do you think they'll come out with squads in the newest master sets? What are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think they're going to be painted, and do you think they're going to be squads?
Oh, squads, easy, yes. Absolutely, there's going to be squads. It'd be weird. It'd be weird to have Heroscape without squads, even though it's called Heroscape. But I don't... As if they're painted, I'm going to presume so. My bet would be yes, because that's what everything originally... the fact that they're doing this at all, I would assume they have a budget for this.
Hoping so.
I hope there's a big budget for this. I mean, then again, they haven't released anything about what and how they're releasing things. They could easily say, okay, you know what? This is what we have. We have one master set. This is what we want to put out for it. And then everybody raise your hand who wants one, and then we just all raise our hands, and they're just gonna make ones for our sets, and that's it. Like
Right.
they could just easily just do who wants one. We're gonna run it for a year, or a couple months. We're gonna produce them for a certain amount of time, put them out there, and then that's it.
Production we'll talk about in a little bit, and then I wanted to ask you as well, if you had to guess the price ranges, what do you think the price ranges would be, based on whether they're painted or not?
For the master set alone, I mean, I don't even remember what I paid for the original one because I was a kid. It was gifted to me. But with our days and age, I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the 250 range.
250? Okay.
Because have you? I mean, you guys think that's high or low? Because if you've seen anything coming out of like independent games that you find on Kickstarter, that could be in that price range. Because I was looking at, there's a Rainbow Six board game. They came out with a Rainbow Six board game, and I was looking to get into it and buying it. And I think to get everything in there, and I think that I'm not sure, I don't know if it was painted figures or not, but to get all the expansions, all the characters, I mean, there was over at least 30 characters that you can get, figures, and it had smoke bomb, little plastic smoke bomb things, and cameras and drones. It had the whole thing, and I think we're looking at $250.
Jeremy, okay, and Jeremy, what do you think?
So I feel like I'm out of my element here, particularly talking about costs, because I haven't, I bought Heroscape when it first came out, and back then, if I remember, it was at least $40-$50, right? I remember it being a really easy range because I was, I cut grass for it. And so I was able to cut grass, cut lawns, earn the money for it, buy it, and it doesn't really bug me in terms of finances. So I don't think if inflation is the reason for this or whatever, I wouldn't be able to say I'm still hoping it's the original cost of $50 or so or whatever. But if it's
wow, you're right. Wow, $50.
Yeah, was it $50? Because I remember it originally being the original master set was.
Yeah, I just
really
typed it in. It
affordable.
said the Rise of the Valkyrie master set was only $50.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that sticks around. That would be awesome. the $100 thing,
it's gonna be thrilling.
Yeah, it is 12 years later. So in terms of the economy and price rising and things, makes sense. It would be about 100. I would be sad if that's the case, but also not. I would probably also just go straight forward because it's Heroscape, and I'm not going to say how much money I've spent on Heroscape, but I know I've spent a lot, so we're just gonna, we're just going to leave it at that.
Absolutely,
We don't.
Now, about 8 years ago-ish or so, Hasbro released Magic the Gathering Arena: The Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Which was basically a cheap kind of cheap version of Heroscape in terms of it was the same basic game, but it was Magic the Gathering branded. And that was a $40 set with like about 25 plastic miniatures. Only 4 of the main hero characters were pre-painted. So, and that was about $40. So we're not going to see those old school Heroscape prices.
Our best guess, yeah, it's probably not going to. It's going to be up, but that's okay. It's going to be darn worth it. It's the funny thing is, I haven't even gotten to my first point yet, and we're already half hour into the stream. I thought, oh, this will take an hour. This is probably going to take all night.
Why would you ever think that?
The hype is real. The hype is real.
Brace yourselves tonight, because we're going to keep on going through this. Now, before I get to what I wanted to start out with, I do want to address, there's a couple more comments here. We have Sky Knight, and we have Zorloff on commenting on the stream, so I just wanted to recognize you guys, say hi, and just wanted to say they're saying Sky Knight saying these are exciting times, and I think both these peoples are involved with in some way the production of this game. So Sky Knight says these are exciting times. Thanks, gents, for your enthusiasm. If any of you are at Gen Con, go see Craig at the booth. He's a very approachable guy and loves to talk to fans.
All right, quick, let's all head to Indiana right now.
I got Craig at Gen Con. I'm gonna make sure he gets pictures of it for us.
Yes, please do, and approach. Try and approach Craig Van Ness and get questions. We need questions answered. But and Zorloff says yes, Craig is the best and loves to talk Heroscape. And I'm going to say something right now, just for me personally, when it comes to Tales of Valhalla. Since we have people involved in the production right now, and this is just me being incredibly selfish, but you guys who's involved in production, if you're in contact with Craig Van Ness and have not seen, if he
the other stream, Ebrawl, is on Twitch. It is at not Twitch. Hold on. I will send you a link if you want to go check that out. Give me 1 second. Conductor Productions, but I will share the link.
Or at the trailer for season.
Where go to YouTube now? Give me 1 second. Yeah, I see you, Diora. I see you. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Paste. That is where the other thing. That is where Ryan is right now. So if you want to go check him out.
Or grab whoever's involved in the media production side of that. Call me right now, because you're not going to find anybody else in the world out there, because there ain't nothing else like this out there. Anyway,
Facts.
Okay. I was gonna save that for the end of the stream, but since there's people already on board listening out to that,
Big facts.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get that out. Okay.
Started a side conversation. My friend at Gen Con was gonna get in pictures.
Thanks everybody joining the stream, and please feel free to keep on commenting, keep on asking questions, observances, any insights that you want to tell us about this game. Like I said before, I joke crazy scene. Tell us
if you want to drop brand new pictures in the stream chat, or just send links. That'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyway,
if you want people to know about the game, they're here tonight.
Oh yeah, no, we will do the advertising for you.
Just give us the information. We'll give it to them.
I haven't been paid for the past several years for doing.
You don't just tell Craig Van Ness. Tell Craig Van Ness. Tell all the whoever the PR team is, whoever the HR team is. Just be like, there's a bunch of people on Twitch.com, right, or Twitch.tv right now. There are a bunch of people on YouTube right now that will do the advertising for free.
Right here. I have a lore master right here. Jeremy has been heavily involved in story. Get him involved in story.
Yes, I will write. I will write anything you need me to write. I will.
Avalon Hill. Hire that guy. My gosh.
I appreciate it.
I honestly wasn't surprised that you were involved in the production in the first place, at least when it comes to lore.
Oh, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. They probably are like, don't ask that guy. He'll talk.
Silence.
He'll talk.
All right. Well, how about we get started with this now? I'm going to read what was on Heroscapers.com that posted earlier today, along with the teaser. That well, first, let me play the teaser again one more time, and just show that off. Then I'm going to read what was on Heroscapers.
Yeah, get your popcorn, earlier. Guys, because it is a long one.
It's long.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, yeah. My goodness, makes Tales of a
2 hours like, and 35 minutes of straight Heroscape trailers. Where's the 10-hour YouTube video of 18 seconds repeating for 10 hours? Where is that?
All right, so let's just play this here. I'm gonna just mute. Oh, actually, I can't mute. Okay, just everybody be quiet. Be quiet, people, for a few seconds. But no, I'm just gonna post this here above. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just play this again in its glory. Yeah, the sound's gonna be high on this, so all right, everybody just bear with it. All right. The fire. The embers. I love the embers. Was that too long?
No.
You
know what? That's actually enough. I don't need any more information.
That was way too much. That was just way too much. It took too long.
You know, I think it could have been 15 seconds, honestly. I think they could have edited that down. We didn't need that full setup. We already knew what we were getting into.
And we're gonna break down that in a second as well. But first, let me go to. Let's see. I may find it. Okay, pop that. I have so many windows. There's just so many windows right now. But here, I'm gonna read this. All right, I'm gonna post this. Pop this up here. Okay, so go back. Okay, welcome back, Heroscape. This is what it says. This is what was originally posted by Truth, edited by Zorloff. November 3, 2010, Wizards of the Coast announced the end of the official Heroscape line. Today at Gen Con, August 3, 2022, Hasbro announced the return of Heroscape. Heroscape's awesome official announcement with cool new graphics right here, which we just watched. With the incomparable Craig Van Ness at the helm, design work on the new master set is well underway. Craig's team has involved their own communities. Dadscaper, Doc, Kevin Dola, Sky Knight, and Zorlorf, and Craig himself has been the running point. There is lots that the team members can't discuss right now, but some of that it can. For instance, we were told early on that this revival is possible because of you. That is us. That is us content creators. That is us people that have been on Heroscapers for so long that hung on to just that sliver of hope. That sliver of hope that this could be released someday again. All the 3D printing, all the videos, all the stories that were written, it's all of us, guys. It's all of us. That is you. Congratulations. We did it. Pat yourselves on the back. That's right. The ongoing community support for our beloved game was one of the essential ingredients in the decision to bring it back. Now, let's just sit tight. Well, good luck with that. And wait for more information. Good luck with that, too. While we pick the brains of the team members for as much information as as they are authorized to share. Welcome back, Official Scape. Yes! Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just the vibe. The vibe is so good. I love it.
Yes!
Look at that logo!
I've been wanting to get that out for like all day. So see, let me revert this back here because I was having this on the background. See, Ember's going back. We're gonna actually do a trailer breakdown here in the live stream tonight. But first of all, let's just comment on that logo, okay?
Nice and clean.
Very nice and clean. Very well done. Whoever designed this, just spot on how it dissolves, like the special effects and how it just leaves the embers behind. That's just like
right.
That's some next level stuff right there. A good graphic designer.
This is
special effects person out there for sure.
I mean, even that title, Age of Annihilation. there is nothing out of all the master sets. I mean, the rise of the Valkyrie, is an awesome name. I love that, super iconic. But Age of Annihilation definitely sounds like the end of something. And
I mean, I have my theories, but that's all they are. I can't really say.
No, exactly. Like, because even in that
I feel like
trailer,
I know where they're going with it. There's a possible direction they're going with it, but I don't know. Like, the story hasn't been touched in 12 years, so who knows? They probably got way more info.
Yeah.
So
it's here. We got Gotex, Arable. Again, I apologize if I butcher names on the stream. Welcome. We'll address some of your comments sometime. We'll address comments sometime. Right now, we're in deep in those. But I'm looking at them. And so Gen Con hasn't even started yet. Is that the case? That's what you said, Jim?
Yeah. Gen Con hasn't started yet. It starts tomorrow.
You said that too, Jason, as well. That Gen Con hasn't started yet. So yeah, who knows what else we're gonna get? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, all right. Breaking down
interesting. I didn't know that.
So let's go back to the beginning because there's a couple things here that I wanna point out for the stream. First of all, I love the fire effects here. Do you notice? Okay, you see right there. You see this frame. There's some.
There's the hexes. Right. Yo, I didn't even notice that. Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
So one thing I want to say is that from a filmmaking perspective, because I was trying to analyze this, and Jason, Joe, tell me what you guys think, because how they did this, how they made this little trailer. Do you think that possibly, because there's a couple ways they could have done it. They could have at a real life set that they panned and they filmed and then just added on the CGI, or they could have digitally scanned something they built and then did it full CGI based on what they scanned. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
So I go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jason.
Okay. I think what you're looking at is a mostly practical set with the visual effects composited in later. So what you probably got is a tower of modified Heroscape pieces there, because they're clearly not normal Heroscapes. It's got weird little decorations on top, and you've got little twigs and rocks and things that are not ever been released for Heroscape.
Right.
And things like the lava, that is a composite effect that's done later on.
Oh,
and
certainly.
The reason for that, and not it being a 3D render, is the light is not interacting the way with the miniatures from the lava you'd expect if it was a 3D render all in one thing. It looks more like someone went into a video, highlighted some stuff, and added the glowy effects. Because I would be expecting to see little bits of the glowing lava either flickering or interacting with, say, the chest of the dragon. Because it looks to be kind of standing where at least a little bit of that orange glow would be on his body. And you'd often see that if you have a light source in a 3D rendered scene, but you don't see that here, which suggests it's more of a area of light added in with like a mask tool in, say, a hit film or Adobe After Effects. Thank you, Brain. After Effects.
Joe?
To answer your question, yeah, it's probably just all. I just probably think at this point it's all CG rendered. But talking about the lava, I don't think it's out of the question to say that because we don't have a tile like that.
No, we don't.
I don't think it's far out of the question to say that they could come out with a molten lava, thick
glow in the
like
dark
that.
Molten lava.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not do a glow in the dark molten lava?
Just please don't make it a Toys R Us exclusive again. Lord, that was such a difficult thing to work with.
Right, and so I'm gonna go back here. So, like I said, yeah, I noticed some of those tiles at the beginning there. So and that tells me either they like had this set up to where they passed a camera through, and then added the digital stuff later, or there is 3D scan technology out there for that. So I don't know what's the cheaper way, because 3D scanning, depending on what you get, could be actually more cost effective than it would be doing it the kind of stop motion and then they put everything away. So I don't know, Jason. I do think though you're probably more right in that aspect, but I'm just not 100% sure.
Now, all these miniatures in every game these days are designed in a computer, so they already have a 3D model of them. So you wouldn't need to say 3D scan, mirroring here because you already have the 3D model if he was designed here in 2022. So you could just drop those 3D models in there, but that's depends on how much money they want to pay for, because that's a different 3D animation, 3D rendering, 3D lighting is a completely different skill set than some guy who knows After Effects.
Right.
And since most of the the embers there is just they got to sell the stock ember pack of fire effects and drop that in, and the whole logo is all just After Effects stuff. They may just ran with someone who has that kind of a skill set. I don't know.
Right, and they could have had someone edit and make this from an outside source. Actually, that'd probably be the case, that they would have had some type of production company do this as well, like initially. So yeah, that's a possibility too. Now, one thing I want to point out now here, because it would be really fun if someone did build this whole set and they added stuff later, which that might be the case. And if that's the case, then if you see down here, before you pan up to the top of this mountain, notice that there's a bunch of lava tile at the bottom here. It's really hard because it passes by quickly, but there's a bunch of lava tile, and then there's actually like a huge, like a little bit bigger of a lava tile that might indicate like a lava mountain, possibly.
You're saying that this entire set here is a lava mountain, yes?
Yeah, possibly. Well, with lava in it, but there's like a little lava mountain. If you see my stream, there's just this frame that might possibly, because we have like granite mountains, ice mountains. What if they're making a lava flow mountain type thing?
That would be insane.
Possibly.
I just.
Look, it's not out of the question, but I mean, to put it to come back with this master set to have, like I said, it's not out of the question to do more lava, but we already have lava in the game. So they definitely have
more.
Well, yeah, but like even with the 3D printed lava that you can get now as well, plus the original stuff, but like I said, what would be cool is if that if this lava did have a different rule set, or it's a thick lava instead of a thin, slice of red ice, it's all the same tile. But if we don't have like a thick molten lava like that, maybe it acts differently, like maybe you sink into it like a quicksand. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, this just could be a design choice. It's really hard to tell. With the set dressing. I mean, I think this set dressing was just for the Age of Annihilation, this whole doom and gloom looking. But like, look, you could see in the background, there's a sun shining in the back there.
And I'm pretty sure that this sky background, that's CGI. That's definitely like something that was
yes.
copy and pasted for sure. Although that would be one heck of a trying to cut around all these figures and so, or it would be one type of, or they had a green screen in the back. That's probably what they did. They had a green screen in the back and they just planted that in. So otherwise, that cut and paste would be, oh my goodness, horrendous. Now, what about these trees? Yeah, Jason, you want to say something?
I've been watching this thing just back and forth between 4 seconds and about 7 seconds. And what you can see is you've got about 3 planes to the video. So you have the miniatures and the mountain they're on. Then there's a background plane. You can tell that when you zoom in, after the thing scrolls to the top of the mountain and starts zooming in, there's a parallax effect from the miniatures in the front versus the background plane. And then the sky moves separate of all of those other ones. So you're basically looking at 3 images stacked on top of each other, being animated independently to simulate a 3D camera effect.
That's really cool.
That makes sense. One thing I want to put, like these trees, I guarantee you we're going to have some type of these type of trees in the game. And you can see trees and tree stumps. But look at the terrain itself. Do you notice that the terrain itself is kind of bumpy, rocky? Like rock terrain is actually going to be rock terrain to where it's going to have these bumps. Do you notice these bumps on top of these terrains?
I don't know if that's something that they want to implement into the game itself. I think that just could be to emphasize the 3D modeling that they're doing here.
I don't think so. I think this is going to be a new type of terrain that's an actual rock terrain.
Like a cover for the mountain or something?
Rough edges. I could be wrong, but the way that what I'm seeing here, this might be actual rock terrain.
Imagine losing because you got stuck behind the rocks. Couldn't move out.
But what purpose would that be for the game itself? It doesn't block line of sight. If it just stops movement.
I think stopping movement causes a lot of issues. So it might just be that to stop movement and get people
it might be just
corner
aesthetics.
them.
Just aesthetics, which we're fine with that. We're completely fine with it. But
you're fine with it. Of course, you want more aesthetics. You got them. You got aesthetics. Have you not seen that last episode?
Anybody has
fine. Good.
All those of you on the Twitch channel or watching this, go to Tales of Hell YouTube channel, and YouTube search bar Tales of Valhalla. Watch our most recent episode, and you'll see a lot of high ground tiles stuff, a lot of sand tiles, a lot of terrains that you probably have never seen before. That will have nothing to do with what's coming up, but visually, aesthetically, yeah, it's very, very pleasing. But no, one thing I want to just point out that I guarantee you, probably gonna get trees like these, tree stumps like these, with these terrains. And that's what I'm just thinking, just based off, because why would they show it if they're not going to release something like it?
Right.
So it's not just the mission you see; it's the terrain itself. So I think we're in for a big box, whatever master set they come up with.
So here's the first thing: angled surfaces and uneven planes on the battlefield are just the bane of miniature wargaming. I mean, if you try to set a miniature on angle, there's going to be something that eventually causes it to fall over, whether it gets bumped or it's too top heavy or whatever it is. So these little decorative pieces they have in the trailer here, if they're ever going to release them, it's almost going to have to be some sort of effect to where you can't stand in that space. Maybe you can jump over it or something like that, just because it's just... tabletop wargamers basically go to great lengths of building these fancy Warhammer boards to either make sure there's no angles to the hills, or they're so gentle that the miniatures won't fall over, because it just always happens.
Right.
No, absolutely, Jason. Yeah, so I really don't think... I mean, look, if they're going to put those type of rocks into the game, I feel like it's kind of silly to do that, because we already have rocks that do the exact same job. Block movement and block line of sight. But have a rock, though, that doesn't block line of sight, but just block movement, will only give ranged units more power. And I don't think ranged units need more power.
Stingers killing everyone.
And so even with having... we actually would be really cool, I'm just thinking of this. What if the tiles that they come out with give you a decayed type of effect? It's like a poison effect. This land is dead. So maybe if it's kind of like lava in this sense, where if you stand on it, maybe at the end of the round, you have to roll the attack die. Or maybe if you stand on it, you get one less defense die or something. To kind of reverse the effect. For certain things. So we could be looking at a different type of terrain with a different rule set. And maybe that's why all of the trees are gone and the rocks are crumbled, because the terrain itself is decaying. And so everything on there is manipulated and changed. But to have these type of trees, it'd be silly too. So.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's purely aesthetics. I don't know how that would anti-shadow pieces.
Everything has a purpose and a reason. It can't just be, it looks cool. It just can't be.
Destroy my dream, though. But yeah, I know. I understand. I understand what you guys are saying. One housekeeping thing: there is a thunderstorm in my town, and this happened to me like a week or two ago, to where a thunderstorm totally knocked out the power and cut off the live stream. So if that happens, I will be right back on as soon as the power comes back on. Hopefully, it's not too strong of a storm, but I heard thunder, and it happened before, so I'm just giving a shout out to everybody. If the live stream all of a sudden cuts off, it's because a thunderstorm hit and power went out. But hopefully that will not happen, and I will not have to mention it again. But I just wanted to say that.
Well, as soon as you hear thunder, just say something really controversial about the game, like, "Dude, it's coming out tomorrow," and then just like cut out, like it just.
No. Torment. The torment.
All right, now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, or the big dragon in the room. I think that's a dragon. The miniatures themselves. Wow. Now, I do have another photo too that was on Heroscaper's Facebook that someone from Gen Con posted. I think it was someone who was running the booth. Thank you to who you are. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but thank you so much. Let me just bring this up too. So, some of these miniatures here. Now, these are painted. And so even though I'm sure these models are just like they're not the mainstream models yet, these are painted. They look painted. So this also kind of forwards my guess that these will come painted. There might be actually a painted pre-paint or not painted option, maybe, who knows.
Yeah, I mean, if this will be a Kickstarter of some sort, I'm sure that might be an option, yeah.
Right. So my guess is that there is going to be a painted option. But anyway, aside from that, what do we think of these miniatures? I mean, I think like I was inspecting like a close-up of, let's see, let me just get a little bit closer on these. Like, first of all, yeah, the big elephant in the room, this dragon-like creature. I don't know if it's a dragon or...
that's a dragon.
Faction do you think? Yeah, dragon.
Feathered wing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feathered wing. I don't know what this is. Are we looking at possibly a new faction, or could this be like Aquila or I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. This is stuff.
So, I mean, if you want to go with the lore perspective, at least what they left us with back in the day, this is coming off of the last official scenario that was released by the Guru back in 2011. No, so he wasn't able to release it for a while because of the back end work and stuff he had to do. But he released I want to say it was Cavern of Shadow, or Shattered Cavern was the name of it, and it was the last official scenario to be released prior to the discontinuation. And that scenario ended when Valkyrie was given his powers to summon from the Wellsprings. And like right at that instance, like if you're playing that scenario, they describe him rising up, and then he started summoning all of these demons and all these monsters and things like that. And that was the last bit of lore we got until the game is over. So my guess, and the chat is saying the same name, I think it's Valkyrie unit. That is one of the Valkyrie units that was summoned, and it's tying into the whole concept of Age of Annihilation, because Valkyrie gives off the vibes of complete destruction.
No, for sure.
Just wanting to destroy everything and bring it to fire and bring it to ruin. So that's my guess. It's a Valkyrie unit, and it's basically the Valkyrie beast of, you know, the what do you call it? The nuke, the Valkyrie nuke is this unit.
Yeah. Oh wow. No, yeah, I like that. Yeah. That makes sense.
What do you think, Jason?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it makes sense of where they carry on where they left off, I guess, you know. And then if they want to introduce other things in the future, then they can. I mean, just the fact that we know it's Van Ness and others within the Heroscape community that are doing this, they know what we want, what we like.
Oh yeah, they've been on forums, and you know, they read our stuff.
And so, I mean, all those heads put together, I'm sure they're doing their best to make it as satisfying as they can possibly make it. So, I trust. I'm doing my best to trust in that process, and I think our trust is in a very good place. Now, a couple of these smaller miniatures that have guns actually. So part of me is thinking that one might be from Vidar, maybe one is from Einar. What are you guys' thoughts on that? The ones like in the forefront here, and I think in the video itself. Here, let me video part of this.
I'm gonna guess
he was struggling.
The one guy that kind of looks like a like 18th century privateer character he's holding like he's got the bullets around him. He's got the tricorder. He's rocking one of these suckers on him.
Oh, it looks like he's got easy green. He looks green.
Which ones? Yeah, let me see.
The one in the bottom right corner, or the bottom front.
This one.
Bottom front, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
In the trailer, he's 3 from the left. I think he might be Jandar. He kind of has that.
I don't think that's the same guy.
Vibe to him. What?
Jason, I don't think that's the same guy.
Oh, the one holding the rifle or whatever thing?
Possibly.
Because the other guy's holding a cleaver. In the trailer, he's holding some kind of cleaver or knife.
Jandar.
This guy isn't.
Is Jandar like? Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a different character at all. I mean, that looks like some. I mean, from here it looks like he's green. He's got a green tinged skin.
Be Uller? Uller tends to be kind of green. I don't know.
So I mean, he could be like an alien bounty hunter cowboy.
Right.
And we don't really have a lot of cowboys. We have lawmen.
We need more lawmen. We need more lawmen.
We do need lawmen. Because I just collected all the lawmen, and the new custom ones we got from ScapeCon smack hard. They are awesome army. We need more lawmen.
My question is, see if you go from the right, starting from the right, there's like a goblin-like creature with a big axe, and then next to that, and kind of like the back, kind of facing away. Well, I think we only see its back. Is this, or maybe it's its front? If it's front, then it's this creature that has like a lot of tentacles, or a big beard, or long hair that's green. Do you see that?
Yeah,
in the top right corner, he kind of has like a yes, just the one with all the tentacles. Yes.
Yes, that. What is that?
I sent the photo to my sisters, and they're calling that character Davy Jones.
Yeah, already. I was gonna say Davy Jones. Beard.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was thinking.
The Davy Jones character. That's all.
and Arable, and hello Arable, welcome to the live stream. Gotex, you too. Dave Conklin, welcome. I'm glad you guys can join us. But Arable says most important question is what happens to Samuel Brown?
Sam Brown gonna troop like he troops.
Yeah, that's I mean, you can tell there's like orc, goblin, ogre type creatures here. I guarantee you one miniature that's definitely Valkyrie is the one farthest left that's got like the 4 hands.
Right.
That definitely looks Valkyrie like the 4 swords or whatever, like the 4 blades that it has.
Oh yeah, arms, that
4-arm creature. That is definitely got to be.
I want to know everything about him. He looks like the coolest next to the dragon. But I almost hope he's like a bug creature. Because of his 4 arms, I hope he's kind of like, I just want more assassins and stuff because, or maybe he's a pirate. He's an alien pirate.
No, I would not mind pirates. I would not mind pirates in the slightest, and them come up with some type of seafaring to really make use of them water tiles.
Oh yeah.
Maybe have like a tile boat or something like that, or some type of like.
Well, High Ground has a boat.
Castles. We build castles. Why don't we build like a pirate town or a pirate fortress? Come on, let's
that would
have
be
it.
pretty dope.
Will Samuel Brown ever release? That's one of the questions that Arable is asking. What do you guys think?
Is he not?
I mean, well, so Sam Brown was they released the card. They never released the character, and they were telling us to repaint one of the 4th Mass units Like Sam Brown is an official character, but they were never able to release a unit for him, so they had us repaint. Like they would tell us how to paint the character properly. If I remember, I don't think they ever actually made the unit like an actual unit.
And we got something from Zorloff saying right now that Sam Brown is already official.
Yeah, the character's official. The unit itself was never made. It was just the card was posted.
Zorloff, does that mean that Sam Brown might be in future sets officially? Is that what you're trying to hint, or is it just means already official within?
No, I think it's an official unit in Heroscape. Like you can play him. Yeah,
for sure. Okay.
But this would be also a cool time to officially release a figure, though.
Mass produce. Let's mass produce. Come on, it'll not be rare. Hey.
That's so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna actually like scroll through because we had a few comments come in. I want to address some of these, so let me backtrack a little bit here for a second and just address some of these things. Here, GoTex is very excited. Been waiting this for years. Yes, all of us. Not just wait, just hoping. Not waiting, but actually just hoping to hope. Just this.
My last resort plan was to become a millionaire and buy the IP. I wasn't there. I haven't got there yet, unfortunately. But the goal was to get $1 million, and then I was going to go to Hasbro and be like, "Look, y'all ain't touching this. Let me do something." But hey, they're touching it, so I'm like, "Cool, good job." I don't have to get $1 million now.
David Alexander, hello, David Alexander. Sorry I didn't shout you out earlier. Ask a question, and this is a valid question. Out of curiosity, is anyone worried that it'll be another bust like Arena of the Planeswalkers? What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think it took a bust of Arena of the Planeswalkers to realize that no one wanted to play Magic the Gathering with Heroscape, and they were like, you know what? Let's just do Heroscape. I think that's what they wanted anyway. They probably also realized, and it's like, they looked on the forums, they were like, hey, everyone from Heroscape is just buying this for the figures and terrain, but they're not actually playing. Because I have a bunch. I have never played Magic or Arena of the Planeswalkers. Why should I?
Yeah.
I just grabbed it all and said, all right, I'm going to make these Earth Elementals, I'm going to make those guys, those characters, and proxy. So they're like, let's just give them the money. Let's give them the money to do the 4th expansion set. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to will it flop? No. It won't flop, but I don't know if it'll exceed more than the 4th master set. We still don't know how they're going to release this. I presume it's going to be online ordering only. It could be by person, depending on if they're being painted or not. The price might vary. They might have tiers. They might do a tier thing if they do a Kickstarter project. But there's no websites to find this information. This is all speculation.
Right. This is all theory crafting right now.
But if today, if Heroscape's coming back, and this is literally the way to do it, is to have a Kickstarter and have different tiers and be able to say, okay, who wants what, and kind of like order by demand. Instead of mass producing it and just leaving all these stores with empty shelves and only having heroes left when everyone wanted all the commons anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like to pay to set up a store and say, okay, I want this individual character, I want this individual character, and they're 3D printed individually because you can do that now, and then someone paints it and pay, probably around the same prices that we pay for now. I can't imagine it being cheaper. And just pay by order. Essentially, if they just set up an official website to buy this stuff again, it will sell. It will absolutely sell.
Absolutely. Jason, what do you think?
They're almost certainly going to do, if you look like on YouTube where they drop this video, it's under the Hasbro Pulse channel. Hasbro Pulse is Hasbro's own branded Kickstarter type thing. That's what they did with Hero Quest. They basically launched it's a very much Kickstarter-like, but Hasbro controls everything. It's on the Hasbro Pulse website. You can see it now. And they'll set goals. It's like, when this reaches $1 million, we'll add this to the thing like Kickstarter. And then you have the option to buy, say in this case with Hero Quest, you have the option to buy the base game. You have the option to buy the base game along with the 2 expansions that released at the time. And then they've had the option to buy, you know, an additional hero if you wanted that stuff. So they've got all that infrastructure for their website ready to go. I would expect to see
for sure.
Heroscape on the Hasbro Pulse website in that type of format pretty soon. And then based on how much money it raises, they can figure out what's the best way to manufacture these miniatures.
Right.
Because oddly enough, my friend has the new version of Hero Quest, and I played it, and the game has a bunch of little furniture pieces in it. And the Pulse version is actually manufactured with like resin furniture pieces, which are kind of a weird thing to see in a mass market game. So it's probably what they did is they figured out how much money they had, and instead of going with pure injection molded plastic for the terrain pieces that'd be expensive, they just did resin casting, which is a little bit of a cheaper option. So depending on how much money they raise for Heroscape, you may get pre-painted miniatures, you may not. You may get injection plastic molded, you may get 3D printed miniatures. Yeah, you're not really sure.
Right. Jeremy?
Yeah, so I think if anything, right, we're in a new era of information traveling. Like, once again, I mentioned earlier, I think when we first got started, like, everyone has a platform now, right? Like, some people are on Twitter, some people are on Twitch, some people are on YouTube. You know, everybody has a voice on the space of the internet. And I want to say that the success of this series will, you know, rely on the audience, the fans, talking about it, making the conversation relevant in today's age, bringing it up, sharing it with their friends, you know, talking about this sufficiently enough to where it starts to trend. And, you know, the top tiers of Hasbro, if they can see that, if they can see it trending, if they can see it as part of the conversation of trending topics, of something that people want to get into, that's what's going to determine its new lifeline. Like, this is now a time where everybody could say something about it, because, you know, I remember when Heroscape first came out, it had its own website and it's had its own series and stuff like that, but it was still something not a lot of people had access to, or people, you know, the conversation was started by word of mouth. Like, I would tell my friends about it in person, I would invite them to a game so they could play it, and then they got into it and then they started to buy it. But that was just me and my friends, right? Small group. We now have access to, you know, hundreds of people, and it's like, this is what we need to do. If you want Heroscape to continue, if you want the series to continue, talk about it on your social media, talk about it with your friends, talk about it wherever you see it, wherever that opportunity arises. And I can guarantee you, if that gets that topic to become something that is relevant, of a trending topic, that's what Hasbro needs to see. And it's like and to kind of like use an example with Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, that was a niche topic. Not a lot of people played this game, but now it's a more popular topic because so many people talk about it on their social medias, to the point where it does have trending moments where their hashtags for that game is trending and larger figureheads are getting into it, right? Who knows what is possible now in the age of information? Who knows what's possible now with everyone having a platform? Talk about this game as soon as it comes out. Talk about as much as you can, and I guarantee you that's where it's going to be. It's going to rely on how much this conversation continues into the future, and then from there, you know, who knows what to expect. So,
and
no,
yeah,
well told, absolutely.
And I think they are relying heavily, well, not heavily on that, but I think that's one of their bullets in their gun, so to speak, that they're hoping is what's going to happen for this. And I would say, to answer this question too, I'm gonna use a saying from a wise old sage back in the day: do or do not, there is no try. Arena of the Planeswalkers, even though I don't know much about it,
that was a try.
It was a try.
Right.
This is doing this, and from another commentator on YouTube. Respect the source material, and while that was being applied for film, it's the same thing. Respect what was originally done, what originally worked, what people originally loved. And since we have one of the original creators of the game, and people within the community, you know for sure that they're giving as much respect to what was originally done in the first place. And so, yeah, we absolutely put our trust in them. Now, we're getting into some theorizing for this next. Gimply the Giant was kind of saying, you've got to share your theories behind the title, Age of Annihilation. So, what are our thoughts about that title, and what do we think that signifies? We talked about it a little bit, but let's talk about a little bit more. Jason, what do you think about that?
It definitely has the vibes of a giant battle, end of the world type thing coming on. So you're probably going to see the storyline jump a little bit ahead. It's probably going to tie into, what you're talking about, how the previous series ended. But it's going to be, everything's kind of broken down, as you guys have been mentioning, and there may be like kind of weird alliances going on. It's possible that maybe the existing generals are gone or dead, or one or more of them is out of the story, and you've got like a broken down factions. It's going to be that kind of a bit of a dark theme to the story.
Absolutely. Jeremy.
So if we, the main thing is to remember that Heroscape and like the general design thread or idea behind Heroscape has always been Norse mythology, right? And one of the biggest themes of Norse mythology, and one that usually gets referenced a lot when Norse mythology is used as material, is Ragnarok, right? The twilight of the gods. Mm-hmm. So, the story of Norse mythology always has this grand epic battle that determines the fate of the universe, determines the fate of the world. And hearing the term Age of Annihilation, that's what it's giving me. It's giving me the Ragnarok vibes. It's giving me the idea of this epic battle that will conclude, and essentially not concluding Heroscape itself, but concluding the results of Utger's summoning. How he had no, idea. Like the people he kept summoning, you can track throughout the history of the game. They all had their own motivations. They all had their own
agendas.
They didn't want to work for him. They worked for him for convenience. This sounds like the end result. This is the result of that unchecked summoning, that sense of irresponsibility on his part to rein in the characters that he decided to put to war, put to fighting. Like, this is going to be that result of just everyone's agenda is all coming together in this fruition, and once again possibly culminating in some form of Ragnarok where something bad is going to happen finally as a result of everybody's agendas, whatever they put into play, with Kimoshi taking over people's minds, and with the vampire lord doing his own thing, and with all the stuff, right? Everybody's just going to be like, all right, time to hit each other. So
yeah, there's probably going to be some kind of storytelling within Utgard of all the factions, kind of all the species just fighting with each other. He can't have full control of everybody anymore. And just to reiterate what you were saying earlier, about how Valkyrie, we ended the story with Valkyrie trying to summon beasts and stuff in a cave, or you were saying something about that, because I have a gentleman in my chat right now theorizing about that, and one, he says, I hope that we finally get figures of the generals, which might be interesting for the future. But I don't think we'll be getting that now. I don't think anything that we see here would be generals of the factions.
Hopefully they're planning for it.
Maybe. I don't know if the generals should ever be in battle. That's the whole idea. That they're always in behind the scene. We're playing as the generals, essentially, within the game. But I really like the fact, to reiterate what Jeremy was saying, with Valkyrie being the focus, as well as Aquila being the focus for this master set, because a lot of these creatures that we're seeing between the trailer and the image from Gen Con do not they could be associated with Utgard, but I don't think they are. I definitely see Vidar vibes, Aquila vibes, what was the other one? What am I missing? Aquila vibes, Vidar, and
Einar?
No, not Einar. I don't see anything Einar related, because even that cowboy down there, it looks like he has got green skin. Now, I don't know if that's true or not.
Einar or Vidar, maybe.
Vidar, Aquila, and I'm missing Valkyrie. That's the one I was missing. So you're seeing all these different beasts and creatures, and I'm really assuming because it's also what we lackluster, within the collections. There's not a lot of those, so I presume that that's what we'd be getting here. This is the expansion to revitalize and bring in a lot more of those factions and fill in all the gaps. And I also feel like that's a great way to kind of bring in that, annihilation and destruction, and probably maybe not end a story, maybe leave some kind of cliffhanger, but kind of like, here's the end cap of the story we started 10, 12 years ago. Here's the final master set. Not to say that they were able to say that's the final one, but to say to the audience that has been there for this entire time, here's something for you guys. This is a gift recap, to you. Yeah. Here's the end of the story for now. Let's just hope that it goes any further than this. But the fact that we're getting this at all now is like mind-boggling, and I'm like, why now? Sure. In my head. So I guess for them it is the right time. But yeah,
anytime's the right time. But yeah, for
why
me,
now is because this raked in, I believe, 7-figure income for Hasbro.
Really? Really? That did that well, huh?
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere north of $1 million. I'm still gonna figure. I'll confirm that though. Hold on.
Wow,
that's phenomenal.
Age of Annihilation. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, because I'm not too familiar with HeroQuest, other than passing by, because I mean on their Avalon Hills, the only other game I've played from their list is Risk Legacy. I've played Risk Legacy, and that's a fantastic game.
I played Betrayal House on the Hill Betrayal.
Is that like a it says cooperative board game, but is it kind of like Among Us where you have to find out who's the murderer, or
it kind of it's an interesting there's someone died, and so everyone has to figure out who did it, and then you kind of figure out who's like the murderer, then you have the people who are murdering, and you build the map based on like progress and stuff like you start off with a few rooms and then you add on to those rooms. It's a really cool concept. I did play it a while ago, so I couldn't give you all the rules off the top of my head.
Just the basic synopsis. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really nice kind of like a it's got Clue vibes, but it's definitely got more to it in terms of like randomness and stuff. I remember the character I played died like really quickly.
Oh wow! So, okay.
Yeah, cause I ended up my character ended up getting murdered as a result of the game's circumstances, and like that changes every time you play it. So it's really cool, the idea behind it.
Interesting. Now, Jason, hopefully you can answer me. What is the simplest way to explain HeroQuest?
HeroQuest is probably one of the first really popular dungeon crawl games. So if you think of like modern day Descent, is a precursor to that. Any of those kind of things, we move around a dungeon, explore rooms, fight monsters. And that one is also tied into the Warhammer Fantasy universe. So that's actually got Games Workshop branding as well as Bradley, which eventually became Hasbro.
Wow.
But it's the HeroQuest pre-order Hasbro pledge system they have. It raised $3.7 million.
Wow.
Amazing.
So there's basically with Heroscape, all they spent some amount of money to get those miniatures cranked out. Because that, you get they have like 9 new miniatures in that picture, and that's not super expensive to get those made and prototypes printed up and painted. And they could be looking at a large payday, and that's probably why they're doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
Money. Do
fine.
Very well.
Take my money.
They'll set like with HeroQuest, they had like $1 million funding goal that it had to hit that in order to produce the game, and they could do something similar with Heroscape, where maybe they put like 250,000, 500,000, and if it doesn't make it, it doesn't get produced. It's like
if a Kickstarter or some type of Kickstarter thing releases like this week, who is in this week?
I gotta do some budgeting, but I'm definitely gonna put something down.
Oh, I don't care. They could start taking stuff away from me. They can't take Heroscape away from me though.
I want to say too. I mean, my thoughts on Age of Annihilation. What exactly is being annihilated here? Is it a faction? Is it just a number of people within factions? Is it the Wellsprings? That is a question. What does Annihilation mean exactly? Anyway, okay. Continuing the comments because we got a ton. Let's see. Arable says, "I don't think the map we see in the trailer is the master set. No, obviously not. That would be an insane amount of terrain pieces. Yes, it would. I know because I've built sets like that already for TOV. And yes,
he knows.
And
he gets it.
Yes, and yes, it's insane to build. It costs a lot and still looks lovely. Let's see here. Arable says, "What I would expect that the pieces we get will be closer to the ones we had on the Magic sets. So one base color of plastic, not brown with paint or sand, rock, and grass." Or with paint for sand, rock, and grass. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be as simple as possible for things that need to be simple for. But if it's a master set, I just hope they implement some type of like new terrain piece, just not just for the aesthetics, but to something to enhance the game.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
No, I agree, and obviously, I mean, a theory for me. I mean, they already have, dungeon, and I would like to see an inclusion of dungeon of some sort. Either it's like a little bit some more 3 tiles, maybe a couple 2 tiles or something. But also I'd love to see like something with an effect. I had stated earlier about like some kind of decayed tile. Something that kind of like if you step on this, you get like a defect. So like you can step on it, but for example, maybe if you step on it, you lose a defense die. Instead of losing an attack or something, you just lose a defense die when on it. So I think that'd be really cool to see. Within. But I mean, color-wise, we got greens, we got yellows, we got grays for rock. We got light grays and dark grays and blacks for asphalt, concrete, and dungeon. We got blues for water, green for swamp. What other color is there?
Yeah, I have a question though, and this is kind of like a question because here, I'm first going to mention this comment from Dave Conklin here, saying what does BGG post mean? There's a BGG post.
Board Game Geek.
Board Game Geek.
Yeah.
Okay. Saying emphasis will be on creating new members of the Heroscape family. We see lots of brand new original designs and factions, as opposed to rehashing or expanding existing design space. I'm not saying no, I'm just talking about emphasis. So to create new members of the Heroscape family, people want to get into Heroscape. They see this master set being released and be like, "Oh, I want to start doing this. I missed out 20 some years ago almost. This, and I want to take it up again." But what about the stuff that was released 15 years ago? Do we think there's going to be maybe a redoing of the original master sets on the market? Because the OG master sets like the jungle sets, the lava sets, the ice terrain sets that are out there not in circulation but are being like kind of sold via auctions or eBay and stuff, they are expensive, horribly expensive. Do you think they are going to re-release, maybe not the same, make it a little bit different, but end up releasing more cost-effective ways for these terrains to be put into people's hands and not have to pay like thousands of dollars to do it? What are you guys' thoughts? Jason, go ahead and go first.
I think they're gonna have to if they want the game to succeed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Especially, I don't know if they would plan to have a formal tournament scene going on. Like that's obviously a very popular thing for many miniatures games. They would have to find a way to either include all the old stuff in a fair way, or make it very difficult for them to be used in a tournament setting as well if you're considering that type of environment.
Jeremy?
Yeah, honestly, going off of that same concept, if they want the game to succeed, they got to go back to the roots. And a lot of people, didn't get a chance to play back in 2004 when it first came out. And then when they tried to bring it back and republishing, like Maladon's Prophecy was one of the sets I remember they reprinted right before the discontinuation. That those, as long as their initial releases go properly and they're able to get this initial release out there, and they make what they're looking for in terms of the income, I could see them doing their best to try to get the older sets back into circulation. Like, for example, a big example, of course, is like Tikala Jungle. Like, that set came out in 2009 and then it discontinued in 2010. How many people actually got a chance to get the jungle set before it became like super expensive? There's a lot of people that missed out on that. And if you try to build an army based on the Predator synergy with the Wyvern or with Sujoa, if you're trying to get the spider concept going, you really can't do that. Trying to get enough spiders to actually play a proper army is really difficult unless you have a good bit of extra money on hand. So wanting to curb the issues in that regard, I think, would be a good step forward, because then it ties the veterans of the game, the individuals who have been playing for as long as they have, with the newer players, right? It gives a chance for newer players to get involved with the older sets, and it gives the older players a chance to get what they weren't able to get back in the day. And that's a huge marketing opportunity. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can make a good bit of money from that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a good way to make money. And
the money in their pockets, right?
Keep that series going. That they're the money that they're looking to get from the series. Do that by bringing back what we want, like the sets that we didn't get a chance to get when it first came out. Do that. That would be awesome. Like Tikala Jungle, Aquila's Alliance. Like, get those sets back so we can get them now, and give it a couple years of circulation before you cancel the sets. Before the sets got canceled. So
then be on eBay all over again.
and then they go back on eBay. Yeah.
From a business model perspective, the secondary market does not benefit a game company at all, despite the fact that I sell a lot of old Warhammer stuff and make decent money doing it. That's kind of income is what Hasbro wants. So if they can find a way to either basically crash the secondary market and replace it with something better, or somehow make it obsolete, it's in their financial best interest to do so.
Right. That makes sense. Joe?
I mean, I'm looking at All Things Heroscape right now. I had a guy in the chat say something about, won't someone please think of All Things Heroscape? And I know a lot of people within the community aren't a huge fan of this site, mostly because of it being very uncost effective. It's just they're expensive. I get it. And I really don't know how much money they paid for the lot that they did, and maybe they have a huge, long way of trying to pay for it back. I don't know. Without the box, I would go for the second edition more than the first edition of Rise of... I mean, no, you actually want the first edition because of the better water tiles. And we're looking at
Sparkle Water
on sale for $152.96. That's triple the original price. And yeah, I know it's 12 years old. It's a long time. I get it.
Man.
But that to me, for what you get in that package, to me is still worth it. I think it's still worth that price. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow from $50 12 years ago till now, but because of how money works, to me that makes sense.
Price,
and it kind of sucks that the quality kind of deteriorated, especially mostly with the water tiles not looking as fun as they are, and just became a generic blue over time. But even so, I mean, looking at these, they're not in crazy amount, other than I think the Swarm of the Morrow, which is on sale for $314, which that's robbery. That's absolute robbery. There was enough sets around to get that. But that's with the box. Without the box, you're looking at $180 or $179.96.
It's probably that like one of the first release kind of things, like when they first came out, and that individuals held on to it for that long.
New in the boxes are going to be a lot more valuable, and based on
and
the
so
demand.
if you're a father gonna buy this stuff for your kids, I think paying close to, I know I hate to say it, $300 for getting the first master set and the second master set is a pretty good start. And this guy's saying in the chat now, it is still cheaper than Warhammer. It truly is.
That's wild.
You're getting.
You don't have to do much work because already painted.
It's already painted. You don't have to worry about getting other terrain. It comes with all the stuff that you need to do to play the game. So I mean, I'm gonna reference you, Stark, P Stark, 1988. Thank you, for bringing that up. And yeah, so it's expensive, but it could be much worse. But then again, there are single figures on here that are like $50, and I'm like, that's not really that worth it. So that's a whole different can of worms. But as master sets go, it's not bad. It could be worse.
Right. And I want to mention something. Zorloff, when talking about we were talking about Samuel Brown a minute ago, and I asked a question about, does that mean this is going to be in future sets? And Zorloff, I mean, I do want to apologize half a second and saying this is just my questioning brain. I'm not serious about like a lot of what I'm saying there. But he does say, I didn't say anything about any future release of that miniature. I'm like, I understand. That was just me going like my interviewing mind just asked those questions. So take no heed. See here, Gotex says, I had just got some of my friends into it a couple weeks ago. Great timing. Yeah, really. What a great time to actually discover this now. Gimply the Giant says, I wonder when the release date will be. Guess as good as mine.
I'm saying, my first guess, I'm thinking Christmas. I'm thinking they want, a release date for that. But then again, we don't know how they're going to package this stuff.
How far in development is it?
That too.
Yeah.
Do you want to take bets on when it's going to be released, and whoever gets the closest wins?
Let's take bets. This is already going to be on the internet recorded. So actually,
start putting wages down. We'll give you this miniature if I win.
Oh goodness!
I already have two Cheristos. We're good.
I'll go first. Oops, light blinked. Oh boy. Okay, hopefully that's not the power going out, but. I'll go first. My prediction, and this is a little far out, but this is my prediction, just based on what I see, which isn't much right now. My guess, that release, probably not until, like, next early summertime. Next year.
That's not bad.
That's my guess. Joe?
I'm gonna say... I'm going to say early 2024. I'm giving it a little bit more time. At least I should say, or I should reference, to us having it in our hands. At least, I mean, that's a little bit we're almost done with this year, which is nuts. Time is flying. So to say that we have an entire year to get more information and to then pre-orders or kickstarting, however Hasbro Pulse works this formula, I'm gonna say probably early 2024 we're gonna probably get our hands on this.
Jeremy?
I'm trying to remember, like, back in the day, whenever they announce an expansion or a set at Gen Con, like, what was the general rate of release from that time period? Because I know they would announce it, and then there was like that wait period where they would reveal it on Heroscapers.com, like post versus post, or like you would be refreshing the main site until it popped up. And because they're announcing it now, because they're announcing it in Gen Con, I'm optimistic for a Christmas release. I wouldn't be too upset if it came out during early 2023, but like that's the thing. It's like I don't think they would have announced it unless they were already like working towards a release date of sorts. So yeah, I want to stick to a Christmas release because it seems to be the best time, especially for something like this. I mean, it's perfect. How else? What's the easiest way to get a
feels like
Heroscaper?
Christmas.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like what's the easiest thing to get a Heroscaper for Christmas? New Heroscape. I mean, that their sales would explode exponentially if they released it during a time that people are already giving gifts anyway. So it's like everyone's gonna buy Heroscape for each other. It's just, but yeah, I want to go back and try to see, how that worked out because I know for a fact whenever Gen Con had an announcement, within I want to say 3 to 5 months after that announcement was when those sets would go live, and then you could get them at Walmart, you could get them at Target, wherever. So who knows? I mean, like I said, it's been 12 years, so who knows if the formula's changed, who's in charge of it, who's behind it,
Lots
that
of
such
change.
stuff.
Lots
of changes.
Yeah.
So,
Jason.
I am going to say the Hasbro Pulse campaign will begin in September of 2022 with an expected delivery date of Christmas season 2023. And on top of that, you're not going to find this game in big box stores and probably not even game stores. It's going to be a Hasbro exclusive online, unless it does really, really well.
And that might be the case. Yep.
right.
Process.
This is on Pulse, yeah.
Yep.
The main reason for that is just when you go through game stores, Hasbro gets a tiny fraction of what they would get if they sell it to you directly. So they potentially can lose a little bit of a profit by selling directly at Hasbro online, and you get a much better basic deal. Because Hasbro keeps a lot more of the revenue than when they try to go through a game store.
Yeah, very true, yeah.
And it's a big difference if you're familiar with any of the contracts out there. It's a very big difference.
For sure. Now, Zorloff says something else here, too. Says, I feel for you. I'd be tearing out my hair wondering what's going to happen if I didn't know. On the other hand, I've been tearing my hair out, not being able to say anything. And he does a little wink there thing. So, Zorloff, we do thank you for commenting on the stream, though, coming on the stream, and telling us that you can't say anything because that says something.
It's
So,
true.
no,
It's true.
Happy.
Every little helps.
Yes. Yeah, and anything we can grab onto, even if it's nothing, we're gonna grab onto it. Let's see here. What else comments do we have? Okay. Arable says, I wonder if content that was never released, like Aquila stuff we know about, will make it now. Possibly.
Like what? What do we already know about Aquila that isn't out yet?
Well, because they're probably talking about the plans. Like prior to the idea of it being discontinued, they probably had like an entire lineup that they never got to use.
Well,
That's
yeah, no,
probably
probably, yeah. I'm sure they have a lot of things backlogged, yeah. Because there's a huge gap missing within that collection. So yeah, I mean, having more Aquila, Valkyrie, it would be amazing. And I think this is what Age of Annihilation is.
Yep.
I really love Jeremy's theory about how this is Valkyrie's time to summon monsters, and this is the big off nuke thing that in the middle here. The big dragon thing is the big old nuke. Can I just say though, because I don't know if we'll ever get to this, and I'll do something about it, but I just want to say, if this thing doesn't have an easy auto kill or like 8 attack dice. The
big guy right
here? Bro, like, what are we doing? Like, this thing's the biggest thing I've ever seen come out of Heroscape.
Oh my gosh.
And if this thing doesn't smack like a big old nuke, I give up.
I can't wait to see the stat card for this thing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The stat cards, I want to see really awesome creative ways. Maybe with order markers, or maybe using pips to charge up abilities. I mean, there's a guy over here that looks like he throws a giant knife. So I would love to see like a range 4 or something.
Knife thrower, yeah. A little bit there.
That kind of like maybe, it's range 4, but he can like swing it around him, so he can attack everybody within a range of 4. I don't know. That would be dope.
To me. Speak more naughty things to me, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ninja assassin character. Looks like an android, might be Vidar. She's got a pistol and looks like it got a dagger. So it'd be cool if she had a what is the she can walk through people, enemies. What is that called?
Ghost walk or something?
Phantom walk. Yeah, she probably got like a phantom walk. She can probably have this cool little slice attack and range of 5 or something. There's that tentacle monster back there that hopefully is like a phantom knight and kind of just it flies and it I don't know, tail whips you. What is this like guy golem guy with this giant hammer that attaches to his back? Is that electrified? Is that
a vacuum cleaner? Is that a huge vacuum cleaner?
No, it's none of that. Well,
gotta be like a mace of some sort.
It's probably like a mace. Maybe it shoots poison. Like what's attached
it is
to
some
his
type
back?
of vacuum cleaner, and I go, aha.
There's 2 other smaller guys on opposite ends with hammers. Are they related at all? You know, species wise. I better see a 4 attack. You know, literally like a quadruple attack, like straight up, not double attack or triple, quadruple attack. You can just attack 4 times. No questions asked.
I gotta really catch up on these comments here. Just 2 statements from Mega Man Donner and Gimli the Giant. Betrayal in the House on the Hill was a goat. And Betrayal is more like Clue on steroids. Thank you for those comments. Zorloff says, and probably said this a little while ago, gotta run, bye guys, fun times ahead. Yes, fun times ahead. Thank you, Zorloff. I know you're not listening to this now, but hopefully you listen to this later. Thank you so much for coming on board, for giving us some comments. Awesome. Let's see here, Elbow says, I think all things Heroscape is good and bad. For me, a European, it was a nice way to get stuff that was just never sold here, even for more. What I dislike is the huge increase in price over the years. Yeah, all of us. I compared the orders I did around 4 years ago with today's prices in the store, and increased over 50%. Yeah. Now, this is a question for market, not just for the United States, because all of us are here based in the United States, and I think Hasbro is probably targeting the United States more. But what are our thoughts for world market, especially like Europe and such? Is Hasbro, do you think, is going to target that? That's a question to actually ask. I wonder if that's one that they can answer.
No,
if they be targeting
I don't think they can answer anything. But that's a tough one because Warhammer is having that issue. You know, people are making 3D models on their own. I mean, you can scan objects with your phone and make a 3D model out of them now. There's an app called Polycam I've been doing research on, and we can make 3D renders of these models and put them on the computer. And why not stop there? And of course, you could use them for your videos or video games or whatever. Put them in the virtual escape somehow. I don't know. That would be cool. But like to also then use them as 3D printing. So people can already now are looking into or people are selling 3D models of current scape that you can just paint yourself. So even with this, I mean, I don't think there's any way for them to tackle and stop that because people are making careers and businesses off of that, which I'm sure there's some kind of legal thing with it, but I'm not an expert on anything like that, so I can't really say too much. I don't want to see that happen, but it is scary to see if they will tackle that issue. Will that be an issue for them? I can't imagine it right now. I think people are just way too excited and just want to see what they have in store here.
So I can tell you right now on the topic of like 3D printing and Warhammer, Games Workshop just released their annual report, and they raked in a crap ton of money again. So 3D printing, basic bootleg Warhammer, is not affecting their bottom line. They're making record revenue again. So currently, the number of people who are doing that for them is so small, it's irrelevant to their bottom line, and they don't even care. They do go after people, though. I mean, if you actually were to make a exact copy of a Warhammer miniature, they will come after you. But you can make your own generic, Roman space knight that looks very similar to Space Marine, and they can't do anything about it. Yeah. So that's that side of things.
And I have a comment here through Facebook, actually. My one of my wife's best friends, Marion, she makes a prediction: release in November. And hey, if anybody else has any predictions too, I mean, we're not the only ones who could be part of this pool about this guessing pool when this game's going to release. Anybody out there listening, if you want to leave a comment on what your guess is, we can have that guess set in stone, and we'll see what happens. You'll win. Let's say you'll win a huge applause.
So I actually, I'm on the Pulse website right now looking at some of the stuff. One of the things I noticed. So if you look really closely at the Heroscape, the picture, right, the Gen Con photo, at the very bottom portion of it, you can see the box, the Yawning Portal. And so that is a board game that is slated to be released March 2023. You can pre-order it now, but it doesn't come out until March 2023. So I'm thinking that might be similar to how Heroscape is going to work out. Like, they're going to be putting it on the website now, and we can pre-order it, and it won't be out till next year. That's what I'm adjusting my thought process here based on what I'm seeing, because. Because Yawning Portal, it's in the photo, and it doesn't say it won't be March. So I'm wondering if that's a similar thing.
I just got noted here. 35 minutes long. 2 minutes ago, Sir Heroscape himself just dropped a video with an interview with Dadscaper.
Oh shoot!
Ooh.
So
I'll have to look at that later.
That we might have to start watching either on stream or like soon for news.
That would take all night. That would literally take all night. I might have to stream that like later. Right now, let's see here. Gimply the Giant says release holiday 2023. I'll say November 2023. So November next year. Okay.
I'm just scrolling through this. I don't see any images. I don't know if he got anything. I don't think he got anything new out of this. But maybe information.
It may be information.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone in this community that would get the new image early, release, it would be Sir Heroscape. So.
Yeah, for sure. He's involved in a lot of that. I'm just checking something real quick.
But yeah, I see what you're talking about with Hasbro Pulse and the Yawning Portal. So yeah, probably once they go through that process, they'll put this on the website for us to pre-order.
The hype is so real right now.
But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine like daily now we're just gonna get one card a day or something.
Yeah, well, that's so.
Like that could go on for 3 weeks.
That's what they did for the older characters. So back in I remember, especially when they transitioned the set, when Hasbro gave the publishing rights to Wizards of the Coast, Truth was releasing a post every week, right? And so every week he would release like one of the units or a couple of the units, and that went on for a few months until the official release of the entire set. But they would like go over the design. They would talk about some of the trivia behind the character design, like what inspired the design, like what they were planning with it, and why they brought it into existence. There's entire there's a you can check it out on the Heroscapers.com website right now. There's like the history of these units as they were being released. There was like a release, like a spoiler reveal every week. So with this, like we're probably going to get the base info tomorrow during Gen Con comes live, and then from there they're probably going to be like, okay, here's this one unit, right. And they're going to reveal it each week, one unit or something to that effect.
So
on the Heroscapers
you
website.
Think it's going to be like kind of like trickling the information?
Yeah, they trickled it before. Like back in the day, it was trickled info. So I think that's the way they're going to do it again. Is like here's the picture of the unit, here's the picture of the card, and some inspiration behind the unit, and then that's all we get. We get the theory craft for months on end. as the old ways dictate.
What do you think, Jason? Do you think it's going to be like that type, like just a little bit of information at a time, or an all at once type thing? What do you think?
They could go either way. I honestly don't really know. I would almost think they want to capitalize right now on the excitement of the community and get everyone here to basically throw them a bunch of cash, and then maybe after that kind of spread out to a larger audience. Because they've got a bunch of people right now doing the meme of "shut up and take my money" right now.
Yeah.
They're really cash in
sure.
on that.
Yeah.
Before
Seriously.
they show too much, because if they show too much and they kind of are going in the wrong direction, they're going to lose potential customers in the Heroscape community.
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
That's true.
Screw it up. Don't screw it up.
I will say, Irritable here said that within that interview, there is a timeline, not of release date things, but of history. So, Jeremy, listen up. So there's a chart here talking about the Heroscape history and then talking about the ages. So there was the Stone Age for I guess the release date of Rise of the Valkyrie. So that was the Stone Age. Then there was the D&D age.
Right.
Then the Dark Age, which when I guess it was discontinued.
Right.
And then Age of Enlightenment, which was when the community pulled together and continued with the C3V SOV.
That's cool.
And now we have the Age of Annihilation, which is a reborn in a new age. That's what the kind of the spark notes of what they have here on what looks like a PowerPoint presentation.
That sounds promising.
And
yeah.
the crazy thing is that, like, once again, that follows the traditional Norse mythology format, because Ragnarok was seen as not only a destruction of everything of the current known setting of the universe, but it was a refresh. Like, once the gods finished their battle, the Ask and Embla, the humans that were set aside by Odin himself, like, these humans would rise and then start the new age. So, like, this follows Norse mythology to the T, even if it's just based on the community experience, and that's mind blowing. That's super cool that they're doing that.
So you're telling me that they plan to be discontinued, be gone for so long.
You know what? Like, if they
just to make it right, okay.
That would be insane.
That's some way to do it. Sure.
Insane. That would be absolutely nuts if that was the case.
You'd have to count on the community actually pulling together and not ignoring the game, we well planned this way. Yeah, exactly.
Heroscape is a relative anomaly in terms of the fact the game carried on as its own independent
12 years, yeah.
Published for 12 years.
Yeah.
Not many games do that.
I think few. There ain't no game like this one.
No.
That does it. That was discontinued for like 12 years and still ongoing, that has a community that has. I don't think there's any game. You can hold me to that. Challenge me on that if there is something out there, but I don't think there's anything out there like this.
No, there's no other game that sells tiles and figures and cards, and you battle them, and there's nothing like that. Painted.
Jason was mentioning Warhammer?
Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy Battles is still kind of hanging on as they've kind of forked off in a couple community maintained editions, but they're still very similar to where the game was about. It may have been 7 years since they blew up the world and replaced the Age of Sigmar, so it's still kind of clinging on there.
That's not exactly a game that's discontinued, right? It's still.
It is, yes.
It is discontinued. Okay.
Age of Sigmar is a very different game than Warhammer Fantasy Battles was.
Right. Okay. Interesting. All right. It's close. Exactly. Close enough. And it's not been 12 years.
Those are literally the two anomalies. There's just a pile of just dead games that are just long gone that no one cares about.
Wasteland. Annihilated.
The fact that there's only two that survive. They're two of the biggest games basically in the miniature world ever. They're anomalies.
It's a great time to be around. A great time to be alive to experience this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And well, let's see here. Okay, I'm looking at the clock. We are 2 hours into this conversing. I don't know how much more we want to converse. Probably not too much longer. I'm probably gonna break and then Oh, heck, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the live stream and just edit or just call it a night. I think I might call it a night. I'm not sure. I might have final thoughts at the end and let you guys go. But one thing I do want to mention too that's kind of related, and one thing I noticed, and one thing that Jeremy pointed out to me earlier today, is ScapeCon 3 has already been announced for next year.
Where?
And so I just want to give a quick shout out to that. I'm not going to read all the information. If you want to go to Heroscapers.com
I'm so behind.
And go to events announcing ScapeCon 3. It's going to be same place, August 9th through the 13th. And they already have a bunch of things about sign-up dates, which will happen soon for some of us. They're arranging things just a tad bit differently. So go on Heroscapers.com, find out information on that, because you really do have to go to Heroscapers.com to get that event information. There's really nowhere else you can go. But yeah, I mean, ScapeCon 2 was such a blast, and
so fun.
So, and just the fact that now this game is coming out, how that's going to affect ScapeCon 3 as an event, it's just going to be a fun year and a half, 2 years for this. Insanely fun. And Arable says, is ScapeCon the event where they gave out the Agent Shotgun Master Shin Wu Nu? No, ScapeCon is something that's completely different from any other convention. It's a time, and it's only happened twice, last year and then this year, to where you had a bunch of Heroscapers organize an event that lasts half a week, and to where we do nothing but play Heroscape tournaments, just playing Heroscape games. Your mind gets blown. You tend to lose your mind a little bit when you're playing like 14 to 24 games over the course of a week. But it's an absolute blast. You get to see some of the community, converse with the community, and I mean, I went to ScapeCon, Joe went to ScapeCon, Jeremy went to ScapeCon, and was certainly worth it going there. So, let's see here, and so it's definitely, and there are things that they do give away, nice little items, but not the Master, not Shakon, unfortunately. You still have to hunt for those online. But yeah, so I just wanted to announce that. Any final thoughts about ScapeCon and about just this big news event today, guys? Before I sign off, or before I break and then sign off, or sign you guys off. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Jason, please.
Well, I think I've probably said enough things about what I think about this Heroscape thing, so I'm pretty good with the final thoughts. So I guess I'll just, once again, I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield. You can find me on YouTube under Rocker Robotics, and also my space combat miniatures game, Legends of Caladagia, is over at EmpireUnderSiege.com.
I guarantee you Jason's probably going to be talking about this, doing a video or two about Heroscape in the next, who knows when, but I'm sure he's going to probably going to do videos on this sometime, as we all. Jeremy? Thoughts, sir?
So, I will say, like, ScapeCon reinvigorated my desire to, get back into content creation. I took a few months break from my own channel. Needed to get some life stuff in order, and yeah, so being able to go to ScapeCon and just seeing this game that I was so passionate about, it's still alive, it's still thriving, it's still the community's massive, right? Like, that was awesome. That gave me a lot of energy. I've gotten some really cool ideas. And then today, with the announcement that Escape is returning, just, I don't know how to explain. It's like all the ideas I had that I want to release, now I have incentive to do it. Yeah. So please look forward to it. I hope to be able to cover a lot more Heroscape content in the future, working with these wonderful content creators right in front of me here regarding the subject, in various ways, and then my own stuff that I plan to release in regards to the Heroscape series. But yes, my, Jeremy, also known as Croatoan. I run the channel, the Eslam Call It, which is the_Eslam. You can find me both on Twitch and YouTube, and on Twitter. I post a lot on Twitter as well regarding these subjects. And yeah, just expect a lot more Heroscape content from my end for sure. So,
absolutely. And Mr. He's not crazy, he's Joe crazy. Final thoughts, sir.
How can you even give me that? How do you even say, "Oh, final thoughts"?
For now, I know we'll be talking. I'm sure I'm bringing
for
people
now.
on in the future. For now, final thoughts.
Yeah, just to shut me up for now. Boy, oh boy. So yeah, I'll wrap it up as I'm just so confuffled about all of this. I will say that I look forward to posting as much as I can. I wanna stay on a weekly basis. This is after I get settled in, moving. This was the worst week for me for this to come out. I don't have time too much to go into all of this. I thank Ryan so much for letting me know about it. Today was insane for me. So yeah, as soon as I get myself moved in, I start my new job, I get myself settled in, I'm going to be posting ScapeCon 2 footage and information. I'll go over ScapeCon 3 information. I was reading just through it right now. There's a lot to cover there. Lot of different topics. And literally anything Age of Annihilation, I am in for it, and you'll get as soon as I get it, which I hope is not too late. I will give it to everyone in my community as well. But hopefully you guys know where to find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if I can get Twitter to work for me. And of course on Heroscapers.com. I am not crazy. I'm Joe Crazy 3193. The numbers are just a formality. And by the way, just to say it here too, since there's a lot of people here, Joe Crazy is one word. It's capital J, O-E, lowercase c, R-A-Z-Y. 3193. One word, one name, and that is I. So, Ryan, thank you so much for having me here. But if anyone wants to, I'm gonna talk a little bit more on my stream and give my full final thoughts. But for that, I will say bye to you guys. You guys are awesome. Jason, it was a pleasure as always. Jeremy, thank you so much. Pleasure. Good to see you all. Guys all looking all handsome. So.
You too.
Yeah, my nice little black screen, right? Yeah, I love that.
No, I got your YouTube thing open too.
Oh, okay.
Your voice.
I'm double screening right now.
Voice is what's important. And I will... Actually, I'm just going to sign off right now. Because I'm thinking, okay, it's been a few hours. I'm not going to worry about editing tonight. I'm just going to do some stuff off.
Yeah, get some sleep.
Off camera, off stream. And so, yeah, I'm just going to sign off. And as I said before, when it comes to Tales of a Hell itself, you ain't seen nothing yet. I think practically that's what Craig Van Ness just said today. And I look forward, like I said, call me. And oh my goodness, it just this hit me like a freight train today. And when it comes in the terms of like Tales of a Hell in general, this might have just changed how I'm going to write seasons in the future, depending on where things go. It might end up being the same, but then again, it might not. This might have just changed everything. So we'll see. But it's just so awesome that this is continuing. It just I don't even have words. It's just something. I was pacing up and down the house like all day, just getting ready for tonight, just knowing that it's like, yes, okay, they announced this on Wednesday. I live stream on Wednesday. How convenient. Yes. Yeah, just just so darn happy, and definitely we'll probably be talking a lot about this, whatever they talk about in the future. Actually, it's personal guess. Wouldn't surprise me if, like, during Gen Con or after Gen Con, they start doing some type of Kickstarter thing right away.
I mean, it would be perfect timing. We
Yeah,
would eat it up right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But we'll see. We'll see. But with that, I'm gonna try and what we just recorded tonight, because I did record this as well as live stream it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's gonna be everything. Like, I'm not gonna edit really much of any of it at all. It's just going straight to the Tales of a How, the YouTube page, and you all just have to listen to the full 2 hours of us talking about it, because it's just all awesome. I don't care. I'll take that hit, whatever algorithm like punishes me for like not for releasing a 2-hour video. I don't care. I'm gonna post it because it just needs to be shown and told out there. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. All those who are actually involved in the process for just throwing a comment or two out there on the stream tonight. Thank you, guys. All the people, all the fans of the show, all the fans of Heroscape, watched and commented. Thank you, guys, so much.
You guys are the real heroes.
Like, share, subscribe.
The real heroes of Scape.
Like, share, subscribe. Not just Tales of Valhalla, but go to Jason's YouTube page. Go to Joe Crazy. There'll be links in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. Go to Jeremy's Twitch page, his YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe, because this is one of the reasons that this has been released today, is because we're producing content showing the love of this game, even 12 years dead, now being resurrected, and it's because we release the content, you guys like and enjoy and share that content. It's being circulated literally all over the world. Can't do this without you guys. Thank you so much for any type of support that you can give us. A like, a comment, a subscription, a follow. It adds up. Thank you guys so much. And so with that, I'm just going to say what I always say. Actually, not what I always say, because this ain't going to Conductor Productions' website, so there will not be any edited down version. I'll probably put them on both YouTube pages. But just check out Tales of Valhalla, check out the interesting content, understand why we like this game so much, why we like the lore, why we like the storyline, and the storyline that's to come. Thank you again, Jason, Jeremy, Joe, for joining me live tonight, and I'm sure probably in the future, probably have you guys back on to discuss whatever else they're gonna be jumping out in this game. Although hopefully it's not going to be a sudden heart attack like today was.
Yeah, no. And Ryan, change your name to a J so we could be 4J Studios.
Amazing.
All right, go ahead, close it out.
Yes, sir. All of you out there, have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Night, guys.
Night.
Have a good night.
Alrighty. Hey, everybody that's still here. Yeah. What do we do now? The only thing we haven't gotten to talk about are the figures and speculation on, like, all of this stuff. So who wants to do that? Let's talk about what we can see. I'm going to close out some tabs here. Speculating on... That's a whole nother can of worms. I'm not going to deal with that tonight. This I'll save for later. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That I'll guess I'll watch later on tonight. So yeah, oh boy. All right, so let's I want to just talk about the figures for a little bit. I just kind of want to go over what I think some of them could do. Obviously, I'm not going to know about everything. I'm not an expert with this stuff. I'm speculating of what I'd like to see happen. The only character that's not on the board here. You know, maybe that is the same guy. You know, I don't think it is. The Jason was saying that this revolutionary guy here, dude, you're telling me, bro, I can't read this shit. I can't read it. I can't. Heroscape Urbanomics? It's so hard. It feels like that right there is going to tell us something very important. I can't tell. I'm not a word guy. I don't do words well. Obviously, on the right-hand side is Heroscape Age of Annihilation. But this, it's not even like... Dude, I don't know. I can't deal with that right now. But yeah, I just kind of want to go from, I guess, this guy here, this guy that looks like from Dark Souls, he's got a huge cleaver, huge knife, huge sword. He honestly looks like he could be, I almost want it. It's so hard to tell. I want to say Aquila. For a lot of these because they don't... saying Jandar or Ular or Ukar is just too easy to say. Even Einar. I mean, this guy from Illuvia, he could easily be Einar. But the way he is, it looks like he's from the future. It looks like someone... Like time-wise, they took him out of time, put him in a different time, and he's evolved into something new. So I'm thinking Vidar for him. I'm thinking Vidar for her. It has an app. Jeremy, what are we doing here? Is there information on the app? Hasbro Pulse. Guess I'll download the app. Thanks. Oh boy, I'm never getting on. Never getting off. Alright. Yeah, so he could be like Vidar too. All of these guys look like they're from that. There's no other possible way. Like, I can't imagine. But like I said, I'll go back to this picture, I think, because they're colored and there's a lot more to talk about here. I'd love to see a quadruple attack. I doubt that's going to happen. They want to keep the game balanced, and I get that. There are characters in the game that have quadruple attack concept, but they're very low point value, and they're very low attack, so it's like nothing. But like all the characters here look very powerful. They look like they could do a lot of damage. So to have any of these units be 10-pointers or 20-pointers seems silly. You know, I mean, this cowboy guy could easily be a 30-pointer or a 35-pointer. Which for us and us here at Joe Crazy 3193, anything that has a 5 at the end is weird. Unless it was meant to be. For example, if you have a character that's supposed to work with another character, both of them should have 5s at the end to kind of give you that little niche to say, you know, little nudge to say, hey, no. The thing with Hydra is that the Hydra loses a head per attack. Now, could they do that for arms? Yes, they could do that. They could just copy and paste for the arms, but they've done that already. Do something different and new. So I'd love to just see them push boundaries with this. One of my favorite things that you read in the rules is that the special powers that these characters have break the rules of the game. You know, like even Dund, you know, like you roll a d20, 15 or higher. Oh, you don't get to use any order markers on that character. That's cool to me. I like that. You may not be a Dund fan like I am, but like Dund's cool. I like that. So, I mean, I'd like to see characters utilize little pips, little round, blood markers or colored gold tokens or something for their abilities, so they have like a certain charge. Like for example, we have this gentleman up here. If you can see my mouse, he's got this little hammer here. It's really hard for me to zoom in anymore, otherwise it gets super pixelated. But this guy this has a cord that comes all the way back to his back. And so the first thing I think of is maybe it's electrified. Maybe it's powered somehow. And it would be cool to see this type of character have this essentially battery pack. And it has let's say 4 or 3 pips that you have to in order to use that attack, you have to take one of those pips off of the card to use his attack, and that attack could be very powerful. There are attacks in the game already that are 1 per game, and that's pretty powerful in itself. But to be able to limit special powers or special attacks would be really cool, and I kind of want to see that happen more often. And so to have a process like that with the saying limit a special attack to only being used 3 times per game would be a lot of fun. Could there be a character that helps him power him so he can get more back? That would be cool. Maybe that character isn't shown on the board now, but that would be neat. Heading to the assassin down here. I really hope she's an android lady. I hope she's an android. I hope she's a robot of some sort that is dressed up to be an assassin. I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't think there is anything in Heroscape right now that's an android like her. I presume it's a woman. I'm putting that on her. And I think that'd be really cool to see a ranged ability. On left is powered as well. I don't think that guy is powered. I think that knife is just on a chain. So I did state this earlier, and I'll say it again because I really would love to see that. Even though maybe it's not a range of 4, that might be too much. But even a range of 3, or even a range of 2, would be cool to have that character swing that blade around them. So being able to attack everything around them within a range of 2 would be insane. So like a reach, a ranged melee attack from all angles would be crazy good. And that could be his only ability, honestly. I just hope a lot of these cards don't have massive paragraphs. I feel like simple is better. Sure, could a character just have double attack, call it a day? Yeah, that's Severus. But I think but Severus is a very well-liked character. It's simple, he's just that type of character. But I just don't think that the big knife guy is powered like maybe the guy with that big hammer or mace would be. Like I said, it's all speculation. If you think it's powered, more power to you for thinking that way. The guy behind the knife guy looks very short, and I can't imagine it being a dwarf. I think there's not a lot of dwarves, but there are dwarves. But he looks like an army guy. I don't know. He just looks like an army guy. Maybe he's more of like somebody in a mech suit of some sort. I know at some point I'm going to look stupid after this video because it's going to finally come out and be like, oh, it's this character. And I go, well, I can't imagine why I thought that. So that's a whole spectacle right there. So it's really hard to see. He looks like he's got a big hammer. He's raising his other fist up. So he's kind of like in a battle rage charge. So he could be someone like that. You know, maybe he's got some kind of bull rush ability, very similar to those orcs, the battle rush orcs, would be pretty cool. Especially for a character that could be very slow, it might be about helpful to have someone like that. Like I said, quadruple attack would be really cool for the pirate hind-legged character. I hope he's a bug character, a race or species of bug. I don't think there's any bug characters really, except for the D&D characters. Some of them are bugs, I think. But I forgot what they're called. I can't think what they're called. I'm sorry. The name's escaping me. I'm just going to move on to the other side. The one person we haven't talked about at all is this hammer guy, which I presume the only reason we don't talk about him is because he looks pretty basic. Yeah, no, you're right. There actually is somebody behind the dragon. And I'll tackle that after. Let's just worry about the people that are there. I did notice that. Thank you for mentioning that, because I did kind of forget. But I'm pretty sure before I left I would have rescanned and saw it. But yes. So yeah, the only reason I think no one's really talking about this guy is because there's nothing special too much about him. He looks like he's just a big muscly dude with a hammer. I can't imagine anything too crazy with that guy. I don't. He's so basic looking, and not to say that I have an issue with that. I think that design looks really cool. It just, what my thing is, I don't know what to speculate about, because the cowboy guy, you can have some range. He can maybe do some kind of dodge and roll attack or a thing. True, Sojoa. Yeah, I forgot about Sojoa. You know, I don't have Sojoa, so. But yeah, but Sojoa is like a big, massive bug, not like a humanoid bug character. But yes, Sojoa is a bug character. A lot of these characters do look like bugs, actually. Because just to go back to the guy on the knife, with the big knife there that has the chain, he kind of looks like he has his eyeballs are like, kind of like alien-like. You know, he comes off above his head. I mean, that could be his ears, but those also kind of look like his eyes. They could just peer off like this. So just little details like that I'm noticing. Tentacle creature. I hope it's like a water character. But it could be plant. It could be plants. It could just be straight up organic. A lot of the characters here do seem organic. I think they're gonna have some kind of. I don't know if they're gonna have a phantom walk. I don't think they're like a ghost or an apparition of some sort. I do believe they'll have some kind of slither ability. Because I've seen the symbol, the weapon that character is holding, looks very familiar, and I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it, but it's gonna come to me at some point. But yeah, I hope they have some kind of slither or fly. But you know what? Seeing a lot of non-flyers is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of characters in the game that do fly, and yes, we got the big old dragon in the center. So, hey, let's talk about him. We'll talk about him. The dragon could have some kind of ultra tail whip attack. At least he got multiple by the looks of it. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Good eye. Yeah, look at that. You can see there's something else peeking out of here. It looks like he does have 2 tails. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he's gonna be this character is gonna have a ranged attack at all? Some kind of fire breath or acid breath, or like, what hasn't been done already? All the other dragons have some kind of breath attack. I kind of hope he doesn't. I think having I don't know. Imagine a dragon with stealth flying. The only reason I say that is because of the feathers. Feathers make a character, at least in my understanding, very light. It makes the character feel less heavy, as well as very quick. A double base figure with that amount can't have anything more than 6 movement. I can't imagine. So I almost wish he has a fly of 4. He's huge. He should be a walking tank. Right, exactly, like Charos. But I don't think this guy's gonna have Counter-Strike, because if he does, I'm scared and terrified, and I want to hide underneath my bed sheets. No more Counter-Strike. That's terrifying. Makes him more unique, so now not having one would be cool, I guess. No, exactly. It definitely makes him unique, because all the other dragons have some kind of breath attack or range attack. No, of course. It's going to be way different than we could ever imagine. I mean, imagine us going through this list and nailing each one. He does have a quadruple attack. He does have pips on his hammer for power. She is a robot assassin. He is a cowboy with 5 range. Like, and double attack. You know, like, it's just, this guy can attack with 2 range and switch. You know, like, that would be too, like, if, I mean, granted, that would be dope. But, that would also make it feel like that what we're saying and what we're coming up and imagining is this, we're having the same thought process as Craig Van Ness, Craig and the other designers. We're having the same imagination and mindset as they do, and I think that's a really cool gratification for yourself as an individual. So like I said, I hope that dragon that card better just be like, you get in the range and you die. You know, like that is the biggest figure I've seen in this game. Like, the wingspan is nuts. I hope he can throw people with having opposable thumbs. For a dragon is nuts. Maybe he can throw. Maybe he has Counter-Strike. I don't think we've seen that combo before. Counter-Strike, throw, and the tail whip thing. Done. I don't know. It's, then again, you see Charos, this looks like a hippo, have Counter-Strike. How does that thing have Counter-Strike? The wings? The wings make that have Counter-Strike? That doesn't make any sense. So, I would like to hope that this dragon character has Counter-Strike, a throw 14, and a tail whip attack. So, it's kind of a jack of all trades. We're thinking point value is 195. I'm going to say 195. No, not even. No, it's got to be more than that, because Charis is 220? No! No, we can't have another go through. How much life does that Phoenix have? Is it 7? So there's 14 life, essentially? No, can't have that. That'd be nuts. That'd be bonkers. It's got to be over 200 points, though. But then again, I would like to see that character at 195. I don't think we have anything in the game that's 195. So, I'll say that at all. If there's anything we're getting out of this Master Set 4, Age of Annihilation, could we get a character that's 195 points? would be dope. As for the character behind him, wait a minute. I think that dragon has 3 tails. I can't zoom anymore. In the reflection of the glass, you can see what looks like, now it could be just how the glass is bent or something, but it looks like that there's 3 tails. So having a triple attack, tail whip, and a throw 14 would be dope. But it's hard to see anything else in the glass reflection. Especially for the character behind. It looks like a very lanky type of character, very thin legs. It could, you know what, actually? Unless... Yeah, I mean, can you see? Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like if you can see around where my arrow here is, it looks like that there is 1 tail here, 2 coming down, 3, and you can kind of see it back here. So if there's 1 tail come here, another tail this way, you can kind of see there's another tail here. Now, that could be the sword of whatever is standing behind here, because it could easily be this character. This character here could be the one behind the dragon. So, that's a possibility. But I'm based on this right here. Kind of looks like it has 3. I know it's really hard to see. I don't know how you're watching the stream right now, but that's pretty bonkers. But we are reaching close to 4 hours for this stream, and I'm gonna have to download this, rewatch it, and try to cut it up at some point. So, gonna be pretty tough. I'm gonna have to probably just redo videos at this point. Friends, talk to them for a bit, but I'll do that off stream. But I think I said everything I wanted to say right now. Yeah, it looks like my one buddy that was playing Valorant that I wanted to talk to is off right now. But I still want to maybe get some rest, have something to eat, drink. But bro. Today was nuts. Today was absolutely nuts. There's a lot to be had here, and I got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to be done, and I'm excited to do it. I just wish it didn't happen this week, because I am moving this Sunday, and I have to essentially empty a good chunk of my room out, especially my setup here that I have. My computer, my monitors, my microphone, which I have to get a new stand because that's the whole thing. So I got a lot of work to do. Dude, you're telling me. I don't get it. Why now? It's weird. Like, I'm so glad for that. But it's not like yeah, I mean, we just did ScapeCon 2, and it's huge for the community. But there's only like 2-3 people currently making consistent content on it. That's not enough for a revival, for people to talk about it. You know? This doesn't get thousands of trending on Instagram or Tinder. I'm not Tinder. Twitter. You know, like I'm struggling to get the community that I'd like to see. And I'm hoping to educate people on the game as well, and get people interested in playing again. And I have a lot of ideas for content. I just need the time to do it. This is not my full-time job. I don't make money doing this. So I can't quit my day job and do this right now. I don't feel like it's the you know, there's nothing for me to grasp onto. If there's no rope, why should I reach out and grab it? You know, I need some kind of rope to grab onto to start climbing up, per se. Today, I feel like I got my rope. I feel like I can see the rope. If that metaphor makes any sense. You know, and I don't feel like I have to say it. You know, and I'm here for entertainment. I'm here to entertain and educate people on this game that I think is a perfect game to play. I'm an idiot, so my words, it's amazing that this is what I want to do for a living, because the words that come out of my mouth don't make any sense. But as long as that put a smile on your face, I did my job. It wasn't even intentional, but there we go. Doing that. I've been trying to get Twitter to work for me, and every time I post something on Twitter, it's like, oh, this is a pending post because we think your post could be, you know, detrimental or something. I'm like, dude, I'm posting about a board game. Chill out. So nothing's really posting, and I want to be able to post on there. Instagram I can post on. That's no big deal. But Twitter's giving me an issue. I'm just opening up the Hasbro Pulse app real quick. And you can, looks like they got brands: Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Marvel, Star Wars, Ghostbusters, Fortnite, Nerf, Avalon Hill, Hasbro Gaming. Okay, so Nerf is cool. I'm a huge Nerf guy. I love Nerf. But Avalon Hill, and there's nothing on that website yet. But as soon as I can figure that out, I will let people know. I'm sure people will let me know way before I figure it out, because I do not keep that updated. I try to. I'm learning how to keep updated as much as I can with this stuff. I'm new to all of this, essentially. I come from a film background. I have an associate's in cinema studies, and I always wanted to be a director. So coming from the little kid inside me and seeing that this game is coming back, and I already make content about the game, for the game, playing the game, it's just I really do hope that this is the rope, that I can see the rope, that I can try to run and sprint and grab that rope and start climbing up. Because you know, I gotta say, from this news and being able to respond as quickly as I could, I'd like to just share everyone's feedback a little bit, and give back to people. We're at 266 subscribers. We have surpassed the amount of videos I have created. I don't think I've ever would have seen that. We have surpassed. I have 261 videos. I think 262, including this stream. The stream that you're watching right now is the 262nd upload. And we have surpassed the amount of videos for. We're at 266. Now, obviously, it ain't 1,000. I'd love to see that 1,000. Truly, I really would. And I really pray that I hope that we can get there one day. Maybe it's the end of the year. Maybe it's in 2 years. Maybe it's never. But I ain't stopping now. I ain't stopping. I got 14 hours worth of ScapeCon footage to edit and go through. And that's not including... Where's my notebook? No, it's downstairs. My notebook's downstairs. I have a notebook with at least over 25 to 30 video ideas that I just happened to write down real quick one day. And a lot of those video ideas are just concepts for series of videos. Or just for series of content that I don't see anyone else doing. And I want to be able to do that for you guys. But I want to be able to do this full time. I really do. I have a passion for this, and I'm trying to show you guys that I have a passion for this. And you know, I hope you guys see that with Utz Cup. I hope you guys can go back, watch Utz Cup all the way through, and see that it's getting better. Utz Cup ain't the best. If you think Utz Cup is top tier content and it can't get any better, bro, you haven't seen inside my head yet. I got ideas up the wazoo. I'm not done. Utz Cup ain't the finale of any tournament. I want to do a new tournament with my friends, and it's going to be 10 times better than what Utz Cup is. Truly, it is. But I could talk all day. You can see I could talk for 4 hours. I'm ending this on 4 hours. Exactly. We have 6 minutes. Which is a lot of time. But that's, 4 hours. I'm ending it exactly at 4 hours. I don't care where we're gonna. I'm literally gonna keep my mouse on the stop streaming at 4 hours. I'm just stopping it. So yeah. I just want to thank everyone here for your support. You guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Today is so amazing. This community is so welcoming and friendly and so kind and heartwarming. You guys are the real heroes. And I keep saying that because I know Homelander keeps saying it because I think it's funny when he says it. But you guys really are truly heroes. And even though, I'm the I don't want to be Homelander. If you know what Homelander, I don't want to be Homelander. But if I'm going to be the guy making content for you guys, I do need a fan base to help support me into giving you guys more content. And we'll get there. We will get there. I know we will. I believe in it. So, thank you guys so much. I look forward to the new adventure that I'm going on. I look forward to moving in with my girlfriend Jill. I'm so excited for that, and I really hope that everything just gets easier. Easier in the sense that I will follow my schedule in my brain, and I will put out all the ScapeCon footage until next ScapeCon, which we will have to talk about because there's some things that kind of worry me about ScapeCon 3. But I can't explain that in 3 minutes. We'll have to save that for another day. I still have a whole ScapeCon 2 video that I want to make. I still have a behind the scenes of Us Cup that I'm currently working on that I want to get out for you guys next week. And I have a What's Going On video that I want to record and talk about all of the stuff. There's just too much stuff to talk about. This is nuts. There's too much. But that's never a bad thing, right? I would rather have too much to talk about than too little to talk about. I don't want to create content out of nothingness. I have tons of old content to look back at for Heroscape, and now finally, 12 or 13 years later, we have brand new content to talk about. What? How? Bro. The love in the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here for this. I'm really glad that you guys are here for this. Looking at all the different people that are watching, you guys are all awesome, and I so appreciate all of you being here. You know, to watch my vision for Heroscape content come to life, and to reaching every milestone from 100 subscribers to 200 to 250, and now finally surpassing the video count because of Age of Annihilation. Bro. Go check out where it all started at Heroscape Schweppes Cup 2018 to then Utz Cup 2020. I have short films on here as well that I written and directed. The Punishing is a short film that I made. I also want to continue the Heroscape Custom Spotlights. That's a whole series. The Duel series, that's there. Don't worry about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think you'll ever see the end of that. You know, I think I hope you can see the end of it. I hope I get to edit the rest of it. I hope you guys will watch it. If you like video games. I like video games too, if you're here for video games. So, but I got a lot of ideas for content, and we're reaching up in the last 30 seconds. So I will say, like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. You guys are thank you so much. And don't forget, I am not crazy. I'm Joe Crazy. Yes! Let's go! Woo!